Boom shakalaka, what is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and welcome tonight to the first annual Binance Charity Poker Cup hosted by TRONbet. So we have got an all-star lineup with us tonight. It is very, very exciting. I can't even tell you how excited I am. I can hardly sit down. So, to begin with, the all-star lineup, and it looks like we are live, is number one, CZ. I mean, none of them need any introduction, but number one, we got CZ, known on screen as SAFU Master, the founder of Binance. A lot of you may know him or have heard of him. Also, needs no introduction, Charlie Lee, founder of Litecoin, seen on screen as Litening. We have Justin Sun, founder of TRON, seen on screen as the announcer. And then we have point guard for the Brooklyn Nets, Spencer Dinwiddie, seen on screen as Bluffing Ankles. We have esports champion Lim-Yo-Hwan, seen as Slayer's Boxer. And then, furthermore, founder of Bitguild, Jared Psigoda, seen on screen as Bitizen. We have founder of Dapp.review or Dapp Review, Vincent, seen as Dapp'n Dude. And lastly, we have anti-community representative Tommy Mustache, seen as the Mustache. So,
it is going to be a very fun event. We are about to start playing very soon. Now, what you can see on screen is the TRX donation in all the way in the top right. And the latest donations are at the bottom. You can see who the latest people are who donated. And all this is basically going to Binance Charity. You guys can track it at binancecup.tronbet.io. So this is going to be an ongoing, and it's going to end in an hour from now approximately, when we will, pretty much stop taking donations. And at the end of this stream, there'll be a huge raffle with a lot of gifts. It is upwards of almost $30,000 in winnings that anyone can win that donates to Binance Charity.
That's right, guys. So if you want to enter for a chance to win some of this $30,000 of raffles, you can go ahead and donate. The Tron donation is the upper right-hand corner, like Nicholas mentioned. You will also see, what else do we have there? Oh, the other thing, if you didn't have Tron or you didn't want to donate any Tron, but you still wanted to give forth money and effort to the Binance charity, you can head on over to TRONbet's Twitter, and their posted tweet, their pinned tweet, if you retweet that, they will donate 0.005 Litecoin, and if you like that, they will donate 100 Tron. So make sure you smash those likes and retweets just so they have to pay out a whole bunch of money to Binance Charity. And it should be noted that all of the money from Binance Charity tonight is going to help out children in Africa. Cool. So,
and let me introduce myself. I'm also Nicholas Live. I'll be your co-host and the guy behind the scenes making sure everything works. But Randall is the guy with the expertise here who will be commentating on the poker and doing most of the interviews. He is from a YouTube channel, Crypto Love. If you guys don't know who it is, you should definitely subscribe. For me, YouTube is only a hobby, so you won't see me posting every day. Now, Randall, who do we have first to interview?
All right, so our first interviewee is the auction winner. All right, so there was a huge auction. He went on to win the auction, donating quite a bit of Tron, and I'm sure if we ask him,
around 900,000
yeah,
Tron, if I remember. There you go.
Pretty crazy. Yeah,
that's worth more than $20,000 if I'm correct. So it was a very hefty donation. That's very nice of you. You're a very generous man, and you get to join us on this live stream at the beginning and tell us more about yourself and about your project.
Awesome. Yep. Thanks, guys.
So this is Davis Yu of Earth Protocol. What's going on, Davis?
Hey guys, I'm Davis from Australia. Yeah, I'm excited to be, part of this poker game.
Dude, congrats on winning the auction. I mean, that's huge. It was very, very competitive, and I know a lot of people wanted to win, but they didn't because you won.
Yeah, no, there was like the guy that was basically I was going against in second place. Like, I'm pretty sure it was some big ass whale because he was just literally just going for it. And then I was like, you know what, last 10 seconds, let's put a lucky, like a lucky 8 bet in. And that got in just in the nick of time. Maybe it's the Tron transaction per second. It got in pretty fast. So, yeah, and I'm here.
Dude, that's awesome. So what made you want to win so bad?
To be honest, like I've been like, I have friends told me about Binance charity, and I think like the whole blockchain world, the whole charity world, I think it's a really, really good mix. For me, it was the fact that it was raising awareness for, I guess, what's happening in the world right now. I think, people don't, right now, I think there's 1.5 billion people that are unbanked at the moment. And it's a big issue. And, even identity-wise as well, there's, several billion people without an identity. And for us, it's kind of like we look at, without an identity, you can't receive healthcare. For example, even with the Binance charity, with a lot of schoolings and all that sort of stuff, if you don't have an identity in this world, you can't go to school, you can't get access to healthcare, all this sort of stuff. So for us, it was, first of all, we want to donate to Binance charity to help with the charity. And second, is to raise awareness for, I guess, what's happening in our world. Poverty is a big thing as well. $1.50 is the poverty line. And for us, collectively as a community, all it takes is for us, $1.50, it's coins for us. But for someone in Africa, for someone in a third world country, that's life. So I think it's, if you can give away $1.50 a day to someone, you're saving someone's life on a day-to-day basis.
And right now I'm showing your earthprotocol.org website to our viewers.
So I guess while we're looking at the website, tell us a bit about Earth Protocol.
So Earth Protocol is it's quite a new organization. It's brand new. We started probably about a month ago. And what we did was, well, from my background, I've done sort of restaurants, bars, and a lot of different hospitality style concepts. But this time we looked into, I guess, the United Nations Sustainable Goals and said, okay, right now the goals are for 2030. These are all the issues that are happening in the world, ranging from environment to humanity and all this sort of stuff. And we're like, okay, what can we do? Like, what can we do to I guess, solve some of these issues? And that's where the whole Earth Protocol in, where we truly believe that, as human beings, we have the power to change the world. And a lot of times people think of it from the top down, the governments first. But I reckon, with the blockchain, you look at what Bitcoin's done, 10 years ago to now, it's given freedom to people. And I think with Earth Protocol, first of all, at the moment, we're still researching, we're still learning about all the issues in the world. Probably in 6 months' time, then we'll probably launch our 10-year plan of what are the sustainable goals that we want to achieve. But yeah, we really want to help the world. That's probably the best way to explain it.
I really like what you say there, because looking at things from a top-down approach is just kind of a sit-and-wait approach, whereas a bottom-up, like you mentioned, that's something that everybody can really do themselves, because we all start from the bottom and work our ways up. So what type of things are you working towards in the beginning?
So at the moment, we're looking for pretty much like a consensus mechanism, because at the moment, when you mine Bitcoin, you need a lot of money. Like, to mine Bitcoin, you need to buy the equipment. It's quite expensive project, right? So we're looking at, how can we make, for example, mining accessible to everyone? And the thing is that, even if you mine, like $1 a week, that $1 a week, if you connect that with the right organizations and foundations, that $1 a week, can help a lot of people. And for us, it's about, if we can take the greed out of, I guess, certain sort of crypto sort of stuff at the moment and give it back to the people that are in need. So I guess the idea is, it stems from giving someone identity, helping them, connecting them with charitable organizations, giving them healthcare, a lot of all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I think it's going to be hard to do, but I think, given time, and I think there's lots of talented people in this earth right now, it's just a matter of connecting everyone, raising awareness. And I think, yes, together as a whole, collectively, I think we can really solve some of these sustainable goals.
Yeah, sounds like an awesome project. And definitely, I love when stuff is kind of aimed for good means. So people who may be interested in this and finding out more information or connecting with you, how can they go ahead and do that?
The best thing to do is, you can either drop us your email on the website, or you can just, DM me directly. Yeah, like, I'm really open to, we're looking for people that are really talented and really excited in all the different fields, from humanitarian aid, of course, blockchain as well in there as well. But, the whole range, if you're an environmentalist, if you've got ideas that you want to raise to solve issues or all this sort of stuff, you know, we're here to chat. You know, we've got a lot of guys come from Australia and from different parts of the world. You know, they're all, I guess, older friends or even new friends, you know, but it's all about the community. It's all about coming together and really just saving people and the environment, of course.
Yeah, great. So tell us about your experience in crypto. How'd you get into it? And, you know.
I probably got into it probably like 2017. And it was a friend of mine from Japan, and he's like, you know, have a look at this. And I first, you know, like you know, I looked in and I'm like, what is this? This is kind of so bizarre. And then I just kept reading about it, and then, you know, I looked into, I guess, the history of Bitcoin, you know, 10 years ago, you know, and I like the idea of something that's grown from the community. It was an idea that kind of, yeah, it just grew from a community. There was no CEO, there was no singular person driving it, but it was a community. And I think that same principle of that growth of how Bitcoin, I guess, took on this huge community, I guess with Earth Protocol is kind of similar. It's like, you know, how do we unite people? It's all about the human connections for us. And it's, you know, like it's your connection with this person, this connection with that person, and all these connections, I guess, if you can connect them all, eventually down the line, there'll be a way or there'll be a form or somebody will have knowledge or know-how to help someone in some way or form. But it's just a matter of, I guess, getting the messages out there and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I did Bitcoin, you know, 2017. You know, I saw the bull market, I saw the bear market, but it's the philosophy behind it that I find really interesting. And I think philosophy, community, the psychology of that whole aspect, I think that's brilliant.
Great. And so tell us a little bit about yourself before Earth Protocol.
Oh, about me. I used to be a professional skier at one stage of my life. I did a lot of restaurants. We've got a matcha tea company, a lot of wellness brands. I spent the last probably 2-3 years developing a mental health sort of app with a few friends. That's on the way to be launched as well. But I guess, yeah, I love humanity. I love people. I love to see how we can improve people's living conditions, people's lives. That's really it.
That's pretty cool. You said professional skier in the beginning?
Yeah, when I was younger.
Oh, right on. Yeah, so you know how to work hard for something. That's important for you know, startups, definitely. Well, cool. Anything else you would like people to know about Earth Protocol while we all have them here?
If you guys are interested, you know, send me a message. You know, we're happy to speak to anyone in all the different fields, because I think collectively, the more people we have, the more friendships, the bigger the network, the more chance we have to solve a lot of the issues of poverty, healthcare, gender equality, and all this sort of stuff. So thanks for listening, guys. Awesome. And I'm, you know, glad to be here.
Yeah, Davis. So definitely, if you're interested, check out earthprotocol.org. And I guess last question before we get started with some poker. What's your strategy with poker? I mean, you're going to be playing the final table with all these guys. What's your strategy?
Well, I haven't played poker in many years. So yesterday I hopped online and I played a few games. To be honest, I really have no strategy. I'm just going to just go with the flow and just have some fun.
Right on. Well, you couldn't ask for a better table to definitely go with the flow and have some fun with. Lots of luck playing. Lots of luck with Earth Protocol. And then, again, congratulations on winning the auction. That was huge.
Thank you. Oh, and I just want to say, you know, if I do come top 3, you know what? I want to give away all the winnings. And give it back to Binance charity or some other charity that whoever you guys want to choose or whatever. But, you know, let's do it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much an unspoken agreement, and anybody who wins is gonna give this away to Binance charity. But it's obviously up to them to decide. There's a lot of winnings on the table.
And that is very generous, because the prize pool, so the top 3 finishers are getting rewarded. The first place gets 1 million TRON, second place gets 300,000 TRON, third place gets 200,000 TRON. And Davis says if he wins, he is giving it either back to Binance charity or another charitable organization. So we have the event starting in just a few minutes. Before we go ahead and start, I just wanted to tell you a few things. So first, this is being hosted by TRONbet, the #1 DApp out there. And if you guys think that nothing happens on the blockchain, well, guess what? It's not true, because this whole entire poker match is going to be on the blockchain, on TRON blockchain, thanks to TRONbet, the #1 DApp out there. Also, event rules. So we're playing poker today, no limit Texas Hold'em, cash game rules. Blinds are 50 and 100 TRON. The max single buy-in is up to 5,000 TRON. Each player has a max of 50,000 TRON, so that means that they can buy in an additional 9 times if need be. Duration today is going to be 2 hours, so if a player loses all 50,000 TRON in 2 hours, he cannot continue. So it may be down to one person, or we may just base it best on the game leaderboard. So the game leaderboard is going to be updated in real time according to chips won and lost. Rankings are according to net winnings. So maybe, Nicholas, you could show them the game winnings.
I'm showing it right now. Currently it's empty, but throughout the game we will show this leaderboard. So pretty much the more you win, the higher you are the leaderboard. It's a very simple concept.
Perfect. And so the #1 winner is going to be announced, the winner at the end, right before we give away the raffle draw. So it should be noted, you guys, you can still enter to win in the raffle draw. There are some pretty awesome prizes at the end, totaling about $30,000 of prizes. So if you want to win, you can go ahead and donate the QR code in the upper right-hand side of the screen. I think over that way. You can use that to donate TRON. The latest donations are listed down the bottom of the screen, and the winners are going to be winning some pretty sick items. Also, if you wanted to donate but didn't have any TRON to donate, you could go check out TRONbet's Twitter, and the pinned post, if you retweet it, they're going to donate 0.005 Litecoin, and if you like it, they're going to donate 100 TRON. So make sure you do that, so they have to donate a whole bunch more.
And you can see the Twitter right here. It is the first Twitter. The first tweet. It is pinned at the top. Very simple way to contribute if you don't want to actually donate. Yep. And back to us.
Yeah, so I think we're just waiting on one more person to enter the table, and then we will be playing poker in 7 minutes and 38 seconds.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
This is soon.
Hello.
Now, we will need all the participants of our Skype call to mute their microphones, and we'll call them up when to join the video call, so I can add them to the screen, please. And obviously, Randall, this is a good time to go over the introductions of all the players, because there is so many high-ranking, very important people in crypto, and we even have a PokerStars professional poker player.
Yes, we do. All right, so to begin with, we have, a lot of these guys don't even need an introduction, but we're going to do it anyways. First, we have CZ, founder of Binance. On screen, you can see him as SAFU Master.
To the right.
All right. Second, we have Charlie Lee, founder of Litecoin. You can see him as Litening. He's on the top right. All right. Then we have Justin Sun, the founder of TRON, seen as the announcer. All right. Looks like we're still waiting for him. And then we have Spencer Dinwiddie, point guard for the Brooklyn Nets, seen on screen as Bluffing Ankles. He is down on the very bottom.
Yep.
And then we have Lim-Yo-Hwan, esports champion. So he was a StarCraft player, very good one, and then became a PokerStars professional poker player. So he might clean up the table. We'll kind of have to see. But he's seen on the board as Slayer's Boxer. He's down on the bottom left. Then we have Jared Psigoda, founder of Bitguild, seen as Bitizen, which is to the right of the screen. Then we have Vincent, the founder of Dapp'n. Dapp'n, he is top left. And not finally, we have anti-community representative Tommy Mustache, seen on screen as the Mustache, bottom right. And we just spoke with Davis Yu, the auction winner and founder of Earth Protocol. He is on the left, seen as Captain Planet.
Yep.
So we've got an all-star game today. It's going to be very exciting. Yo, let me know in the chat who you guys think is going to win this, because I would be very interested to know who you think is going to win this. Is it going to be a professional poker player? Is it going to be you know, one of the top people in crypto, or is it going to be someone different?
Or maybe our lucky auction winner.
Yeah, could be. Could be. And like I mentioned earlier, big prizes for the first winner. So I don't think I mentioned earlier, all the charitable donations today through Binance Charity are going to help out children in Africa. The top 3 winners of this tournament, the first place prize gets 1 million TRON, second place gets 300,000 TRON, third place gets 200,000 TRON. They can do with as they see fit. Davis already let us know that if he comes in the top 3, he will be donating to Binance Charity.
Right now, I'm just show everyone how you can donate. So it's the easiest way is to go to binancecup.tronbet.io, which I'm showing right now on the screen. And right now, you can actually see the list, the huge list of all the possible grand prize, which is the limited edition Litecoin Foundation Gold Ledger, and that one's has 18 karat gold, and it's the 00, the first in the series. And also we have lots of secondary prizes like Xbox, 2 Xboxes, 2 PlayStation 4 Pros. We have an iPhone XS Max, iPhone XS, the normal one, Samsung S10 phone, also a signed jersey by Spencer, and 30 more Ledger Nano S's. So that's combined worth almost over $20,000, almost $30,000 in prizes for anybody who donates. Here we see that there is around 6,000 tickets in this raffle, and if you go to the auction, you can see make a donation, and you can see how many tickets you get per donation. So you can donate TRON, you can donate BNB, you can donate Litecoin, or you can also go to the Binance Charity website directly, which is in the description. So there is many ways to donate. It's very simple. You will see on the actual live stream this list below, which shows the latest donations. Let me just switch back to us real quick.
I think the last time I checked, it was about the minimum donation for a ticket was about 150 TRON, which is about $3. So $3 for a chance to win a PlayStation, Xbox One, iPhone, Samsung Galaxy, signed jersey by Dinwiddie, or the 18 karat gold, 00 artist proof Litecoin Foundation Ledger Nano S. That thing is pretty cool, and that thing is pretty pricey. So the winner of that is going to be one heck of a lucky person.
And the announcer has joined the table. We are almost ready. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Look at this. 2 minutes to go, and we are about to start playing poker. How many poker fans are there out there? Are most of you poker fans, or are most of you crypto fans, or are you both?
It's actually pretty interesting. A lot of the poker community knows about crypto, and a lot of the crypto community knows a lot about poker. So these two communities know a lot about each other and overlap in many places.
Yeah, that's great. And if you guys haven't tried it out yet, definitely go try out playing poker on TRONbet. I just made a tutorial video about it the other day. It is pretty easy to play and pretty darn fun.
Yeah, and CZ himself, the SAFU master, will be joining us on an interview very shortly. As soon as the game starts, he will join us in about 5 minutes on a video. So we can go ahead and have an amazing interview and talk about some questions we prepared, which you guys will want to hear for sure.
Mm-hmm. So we have poker starting in about 45 seconds, so make sure you got yourself something to eat, something to drink, and ready to start watching. Let's see.
The countdown is real.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be noted that this whole entire game is taking place on the blockchain. So basically,
now, before we actually do any, I'm sorry for interrupting you. Before we actually do any interviews, we will have the TRONbet admin himself join us real quick on the audio only to tell us more, and officially open this event for us. Are you ready to join us?
I'm here, and let's get the cards dealing.
Boom!
Hey, the first hand is being dealt. We got Bluffing Ankles as a dealer. Small blind boxer, big blind Captain Planet, and waiting for Justin. He folds. Vincent folds. Wow, a lot of folds going on. Up to CZ, he calls. Folds.
Now, would you mind muting your notifications so we don't get any feedback on this Skype call involving many people? And let me just go ahead and fix some cameras for you guys.
My camera working?
All right, the flop comes down, king 5,
Yes,
8.
Spencer, we got you on camera, but I will ask you if to turn the camera off for just a quick second, if you don't mind. I'll let you know when to get back, to turn the camera back on. Just stay on the call with us and mute your mic. We'll be right here with you.
So
We're live
still on the
as we
hand,
speak.
we have CZ and Captain Planet. Looks like Spencer and Boxer folded. We have a 5 on the turn, pairing 5s on the board.
And we do have CZ officially on camera. Do you hear us?
Yes, I hear you guys. You guys hear me?
Perfectly.
We do. Are you ready for your interview?
This is going to be pretty tough.
We are live as we speak, so be careful what you say.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, you know, super lucky to be able to talk with me and play poker at once. But anyways, let's talk about you. CZ, it is a pleasure to meet you. And you get to play poker at the same time. So,
Yeah.
people know a lot about you. I mean, you're one of the most popular people in cryptocurrency. I think, first, what you've done with Binance Exchange is awesome because a lot of people believe in you, believe in the exchange, and it's really extraordinary what you've done with the exchange in 2 years. So right now, this tournament is promoting Binance Charity. It's the Binance Charity Poker Cup. So tell us a little bit about Binance Charity.
Sure. I think Binance Charity. So back in 2014, we had the idea of doing a transparent charity using the blockchain technology. So transparency has been an issue in the traditional charity world, and now we have the technology to do a transparent charity. And I think that's a perfect use case for blockchain. And you will make the charity also quite big, I think, given the transparency of it. When there's transparency, there's also accountability or achievement. So when you donate something, you can track it all the way down to a school in Africa, and you know which kid you have helped. And I think that's tremendous. So now, luckily, Binance have the ability to do this now. So I feel very happy that we can do this. So and actually helping other people gives you a strong sense of accomplishment. So it's actually a great thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. So all the proceeds from this are going to help out children in Africa. So
yeah.
Was there any inspiration for choosing children in Africa?
Actually, not really. It was more of just there's a little bit of luck or chance because it's more a little bit of what we can do. So it happens to be that number one, Africa has the lowest what we call the living standard in the planet right now, and we also have the connections, the ability to go to Africa. So that's kind of why we kind of choose Africa.
Oh, well
Great.
played. You just won the hand.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to play and talk at the same time.
You're multitasking very good.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I was thinking you'd just be folding every time, but you're still playing. Wow. Yeah. So I was.
There is no requirements for you to play and talk at the same time, but good job.
It's okay. It's all for charity anyway, so it's not like I'm taking any money away.
That's wonderful. So I was taking a look at the website Binance.charity, and it seems like you've already raised a lot of funds for charity. Yes.
Yes. I think so far we've raised somewhere between $4 to $5 million US. I think it's close to 5 now. And it also depends on the BNB price or the price of the cryptocurrency. So we raised quite a bit already.
Mm-hmm. And there are a number of different projects that people can donate to, correct?
Yes, there's quite a number of different projects, programs now.
Mm-hmm. I do have to say that I'm impressed. You are currently #1 on the leaderboard while doing the interview at the same time.
I told you it was lucky to. Yeah.
I think I just played 2 random hands, and I got pocket jacks just a minute ago, and yeah, that's it.
Very nice. So tell me, what's your poker experience? Are you an avid poker player?
I wasn't an avid poker player, and then until one guy told me that if you quit poker for 2 years, then you can play poker for all you want for the rest of your life and not worry about money. So I took his advice and stopped, and that's when that's in 2015-ish. So that's when I started the company before Binance, and that advice worked out quite well. Before that, I was playing poker with a bunch of guys who are also in the crypto space, mostly like Bobby Lee, Ron Tao, which I mentioned many times. So yeah, I used to play poker quite a bit, but now I don't play at all, actually.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. That's almost like a prophecy. He told you quit playing poker for 2 years, and then you'll make enough where you want to play again, and that pretty much happened.
Yeah, it kind of happened. Yeah.
That's wonderful. So, what do you think is Binance Charity's greatest achievement?
So I think number one is right now we have a little bit more than a prototype now. So we built a website with full functionality to track the charity on the blockchain, but we display on the website in a very visually easy manner. And then we also have 10 schools, and we expanded to 100 schools in Africa. And now, so this is like the second version of the pilot after the pilot. So it's kind of working now. So we have a working model now, and now we're seeing like decent sized donations now, $500,000 here, $200K there. So it's actually so the model is kind of working.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And you said using the blockchain, you can track it all the way through, so people can actually see their money is getting to the people they want it to get to.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Definitely. Anything else you'd like people to know about Binance Charity?
I guess people should just look at the Binance Charity website, which is binance.charity, and then you can donate however small amount or however big amount in crypto, and you can track it all the way down to the beneficiary. So people should try it, and if you try it for that experience, you're gonna figure it out. Okay, it's very transparent, and there's a very strong sense of achievement. So that's also quite good as well. So I encourage people to look at it.
All right, wonderful, definitely. So guys, go check out Binance.charity. You can check it out. You can donate. And if you want to, you can also donate through the charity donations through either using the QR code in the top of the screen or binancecup.tronbet.io.
Now, we're seeing a lot of actually donations in the last couple of minutes, so thank you for all you guys who are watching, who are donating as we speak. We can see your addresses. No, it's obviously anonymous since we don't know whose address that is, but I'm glad to see donations happening on the screen as we speak.
Yeah, so a couple other questions for you, CZ. I guess less about the charity now. So you said you've played poker before. So do you have a strategy when you play poker? What's your poker strategy?
My poker strategy is not too good. I'm actually not a great player, contrary to what people think. I'm not patient enough, so I tend to not wait for good hands, and I like to play at a stake level that's very comfortable to me. So I don't take the money too seriously. But that's actually not good in poker, because when you don't play when it's not hurting enough, you don't play too seriously. I typically lose, so I don't really have a good strategy.
Yeah. Well, you're fortunate today because you got 9 buy-ins, so you can keep on playing until for quite a number of rounds.
We'll see what happens. Yeah.
I wonder who was the first person to use up all the 9 buy-ins.
No, Buffalo Ankle's pretty close now, but depending on if he wins this hand.
Wonderful. So I'm sure a lot of people want to know, what's a day like in the life of CZ? Like, what do you do from day to day?
So that's quite an interesting story. I wrote an article about it. Basically, every day is slightly different. I typically don't actually schedule that many set meetings in a day. I ask my assistant to schedule like somewhere between 3 to 4 or sometimes 2 to 4 meetings a day, and that's it. But the other times fills up just randomly or by itself always. So for example, today we had the announcement about the U.S. and that turned out to be a big deal, and there's a lot of news coverage, and there's a lot of questions. So every day is a little bit random. So I'm a generalist, so I'm not a specialist in any specific area now. So if you talk about tech, our tech team is so much stronger than me in tech. If you talk about marketing, then our marketing team is much stronger than me in marketing. So I'm just a generalist that's doing a little bit of everything. So I'm kind of like a random access memory type of thing where people just randomly come to me and I just respond. So I think I'm equally available internally as I'm actually more than I'm available on Twitter, of course. So people just come to me randomly. It's a fairly distributed team, and so things don't go. We don't have a lot of plans. So a lot of people think we plan and strategize, all of this detail, but we actually don't do that. Every day just happens. So it's a little bit random.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty interesting because looking at it from the outside, it definitely looks like you guys have a clear strategy. It seems like you're always on the forefront. You're always developing and kind of leading the crypto revolution. So that's very interesting to see that you kind of respond to what happens from day to day.
So basically, we are very reactive. But we're very quick. We are very dynamic. So when something happens, we just react very quickly. It looks like we have a plan, but we do try to plan a few steps ahead, like just at a very high level, but we don't have detailed plans. So basically, for example, we did plan the DEX for a long time. But we've been working on it. We did talk to our U.S. partner for a long time. So that's not a quick thing that just happened. But in terms of day to day, we don't have detailed plans. We just react.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Now, that announcement today definitely caught some people by surprise. I know Nicholas had a question about it, if you're comfortable talking about it, but Nicholas?
Sure,
oh, yeah, I was definitely going to ask you. You don't have to comment if you don't want to, but would you like to talk about the current U.S. citizens being banned from using the platform?
So it's not well, basically, from our perspective, we have never targeted the U.S. Market. We have always very clearly stayed off the U.S. market. So we have always stated our principle is we want to be compliant in every jurisdiction. We don't want to offend anybody. We don't want to step on anybody's toes. So we've been growing very quickly, and we are a small company. We're a small team. That's less than 2 years old. I think today we're about 17 months from the exchange go live. But we just didn't have time to deal with every country's policies around the world. And now we have a partner in the U.S. We want to be a little bit tighter with our compliance to different policies in different jurisdictions. So that's all it is. So we were never targeting U.S. users, but I guess so we're just saying, look, we're becoming a bit more tighter, but we're not forcing anybody to withdraw their funds immediately. We're giving them 90 days. Hopefully, within that 90 days, the Binance.us site will be live. We don't know exactly because that depends on our partner, and there are still procedures to follow and compliance things to do. But I'm relatively confident we will get it up running in 90 days, and then there will be a place to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, it seems like the right move to make, even though a lot of people don't like it if they're in the U.S., because unfortunately, the laws in the U.S. regarding cryptocurrencies are kind of difficult. So for any exchange, you need to be able to do that.
Yeah, I think one of the things I would like to add is basically many people view that as our decision, but it's actually really not our decision. We don't have a decision to make here. We don't have a choice, right? So our compliance team tells us, look, we got to be compliant with the U.S. Regulations and rules, and we have to be stronger with our compliance checks. There's really no decision. It's not like I'm choosing or not. It's really, so for anybody who kind of gets a little bit annoyed, it's unfortunate, but that's what the U.S. regulations are. So we don't really make choices here.
So instead of complaining, write an angry letter to the SEC.
Or I don't know how the U.S. mechanism works, but just basically voice to your to whoever's in charge, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because it isn't something that you guys did have. I mean, you didn't have a choice in it, so I'm glad you mentioned that because it helps a lot of people see that it wasn't really your choice. Unfortunately, the SEC at this moment is bigger than Binance, but we'll see in 10 years.
We'll see.
No, I think they'll always be bigger. So we're always the smaller guy. So.
Yeah. Wonderful. So other than that, you just...
And another winning hand. I have to interrupt. Like, you're killing it. You lost the first spot for a second, but right now you're getting closer to taking the first spot again.
Wow.
It's okay. Just pocket pairs.
Look at that. Look at that. Very lucky to talk to me. You should come talk with me more often, I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
So you just introduced margin trading in beta.
Yeah.
So curious, why'd you do that and what are the goals with it?
So we actually have been thinking about, so basically if you look at the Binance white paper, even from 2 years ago, we talk about a DEX, we talk about a margin, we talk about futures. So this was always on the sort of high level plan. We just wasn't sure exactly when we're going to do it. So we started developing it earlier this year, and it's kind of coming out now. We do think that, so our margin leverage right now is very low. If you're the highest level we give is 3x, so it's very conservative. It's not like other exchanges where you get 100x and you could. But we do want to give people the ability to sort of do leverage trading, because if you just do spot trading, the cost of trading may be quite high, because for a lot of the institutional traders, they trade on multiple exchanges. They can't have all their money sitting on every exchange. They want to have some leverage. So that's just a feature that a lot of our users want, and we just listen to them. We provide it. Okay,
wonderful. And how do you think you're going to compete with the other margin trading platforms out there?
So basically, from our perspective, we're really never focused on any other player or any other competition. We don't view us as competing with somebody. We just want to make our product offering more complete and more comprehensive. So we don't really look at another competitor and copy their features. Whereas instead, we listen to our users to find out what their pain points are using our product, and we try to improve that over time. So if you look at the way we design our margins, it's actually different from every other margin system out there. So it's not so much to sort of compete with somebody else. I think the market is big enough for many exchanges with margin, with futures, with derivatives to be around. The world is still pretty big, and this industry is quite small as well. So we just want to provide the best feature we can, and then see how it goes.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So I mentioned in the beginning that people trust you a lot. They feel like you're working in their best interests, and definitely with what happened with the hack recently with the SAFU fund, I'm sure a lot of people were grateful because they didn't lose any funds because of that. So have you guys taken steps to help prevent this in the future, and also how safe are people's funds in the future as well?
Sure, absolutely. So so basically, in terms of security, it's a never done thing, right? So there's so many things you can do on security, and there's also trade-offs you can choose. So you can be really secure. We can hold everybody's withdrawal for an hour and do a lot of security checks, but then the user experience will be quite poor. So but at the same time, they are more like sort of harder to decide decisions. Sometimes a business will want to push like the margin feature, but then we want to revamp some of our security features. So given that instant, we have put the security like way above everything else, and for the last basically month or so, and we'll continue to do that for the next little while. And we have actually completely revamped our backend, the way we architect our servers, etc. So security is much tighter now. So we were actually very fortunate that we were doing the hot wallet, cold wallet setup, where even though the hacker had found a weakness in our withdrawal mechanism, but they were only able to impact the hot wallet, which is which is one of the security features that's implemented by most exchanges. And we're lucky that in this case it helped us. So security is definitely number one now, and everyone's very well aware of that, and everything's very high priority. We actually pushed a lot of business initiatives far back just for this. So yeah, I mean it's unfortunate, but I think in the long run, it actually might be beneficial. It actually might be a good thing for us, because now I think the security we have now is like really advanced. It's actually probably much more advanced than what other people can imagine. So but security is never 100%. So if I say like it's impossible to happen for an accident to happen, that would be lying. So, but I think we are one of the most secure exchanges out there now.
That is a really big claim to make.
But also, I mean, that's a great thing. That's why a lot of people believe in Binance. I mean, Binance came about when there were questions about another exchange at the time, and people saw that Binance had better customer service, had better user experience, and now we see that, you know, in the sake of handling a hack very safely, they've gone to step up their security a lot more. Yeah, so I think that's a great thing. So,
yeah, I mean, on the topic of security, it's not just about your physical network security or your system security. It's also about your business continuity security and also how you handle instances like this, right? So security is never 100%. If you have a guy knocking on your door, and that's also a security issue potentially. So it's also about how you handle this instances like this. I think even though, yes, there was a hacker instance on the network system level, but the way we handled it showed that we're actually quite secure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm actually very curious to ask now, if I can interrupt for a second. Are you comfortable talking about your top 5 coins you're holding right now, since we are entering a new bull market, as many people say right now? No, you don't have to answer this question if you don't want to.
I mean, it's pretty. I think if people do some research, it's pretty obvious actually. So it's not a problem. If you go by U.S. dollar value, then the top 5 coins are pretty much the top 5 market cap coins. So if you look at coin market cap and pick the top 5 or top 6 or 7, the top 5 coins are definitely in there. So it's really not a secret. So BTC, ETH, well, BNB was probably the highest because we hold most of the BNB are still on our platform, I think. So yeah, it's really that simple. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then probably one of the last questions we'll have for you: what do you see for the future of cryptocurrency and also the future of Binance?
So I said this a couple of times. I view the future of cryptocurrency as millions of tokens, thousands of blockchains. So there are applications that will require blockchain. I think there will be thousands of them. But I think there's much more use cases where you don't need a blockchain. You just need to issue a token. And I think there's a lot more of those, probably 1,000 times more. So I would envision millions of tokens. So and this is, given that view, this is how we structure our business. You can see that this is why we do Binance DEX, which is more of a token economic driven blockchain. And we have Binance.com, which services multiple blockchains, but that's a centralized exchange. So that's the future I envision. I think we will get there I think the beginning may be slow, but we will get there sooner than people think. So yeah, so basically lots of crypto.
Ooh, yeah. He just went all in. And won. Good job to Spencer.
Yeah. All right.
About time. I was getting hammered the whole game.
Cool. Well, CZ, while we have you here, anything else you'd like to mention? Anything else you want to say to people watching?
No, I mean, thank you for organizing this poker event, and thank you for working with Binance Charity. I think this is a great cause. And so given this opportunity, I look at the software and the apps you guys made. It's fantastic. I think this is great. Yeah.
And I do have to give a shout out to the TRONbet admin for organizing all this. This was a very well coordinated organization. Like me being a DJ of the actual live stream, I get to see everything happen in real time, and I was impressed. And I also want to say that hopefully we can make this a yearly thing, and hopefully we will see you again this time next year for another Binance Poker Cup.
We'll see. So depending on how I do, I think we have some better players in Binance than me. So maybe we'll invite them next year.
Yeah, bring the ringers.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, CZ, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
So I should jump off, right?
Yep. You're free to leave. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. So that was awesome, everybody. We just had CZ join us, answer a lot of questions we've all been asking, I'm sure. Couple things that we want to remind you of at the moment. Guys, all the proceeds from this is the first annual Binance Charity Poker Cup hosted by TRONbet. This poker you're seeing is on TRONbet is actually happening on the blockchain. So the funds that are being used here never actually leave the people's wallets. It's just done through smart contracts. Absolutely amazing technology, thanks to blockchain technology. But this is for the Binance charity. All proceeds here go to help out children in Africa. CZ was talking about them earlier. If you want to find out more information about the charity, go to binance.charity. You can find out a lot more information there.
Let me show that right now to everybody.
Sure. So
And
if you want to...
Yep, the place to donate.
If you want to donate, you can either go to the website binance.charity, or if you wanted a chance to win some of the amazing raffle draws we have at the end of this program. The raffle and the entry for the raffle ends in about 40 minutes, about 35 minutes. But you can win Xbox One, PlayStation 4 Pro, a couple iPhones, Samsung Galaxy, a signed jersey by Dinwiddie. Also, an amazing limited edition Litecoin Foundation 18 karat gold Ledger Nano S.
That's an expensive one right there.
Very expensive. First one ever made. It is huge. So if you want to enter to win, I believe the minimum donation is about 150 Tron, which is like $3. And you can enter to win. There's only about 6,000 or so people entered already, so you can definitely, you have a pretty good chance of winning. You can either use the QR code in the top right of the screen, or you can go to the website, which is binancecup.tronbet.io.
I do have to mention that I think around 150 Tron is about $5.03, but that's $5 for one ticket. There is currently 6,000 tickets, 6,800 tickets entered in this raffle, which will happen at the end of this live stream in 2 hours from now. Keep in mind, if you donate over 150,000 Tron, which is around $5,000 US, that the price per ticket will go down to around $2.50. So the more you donate, the more tickets you're getting per your dollar donated, which is obviously increasing your chance to get this sexy gold ledger.
Not to mention, if you donate 150,000 Tron, you have a 1 in 4 chance of winning, which is pretty
much.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty much. That's for $5,000, yeah.
Yeah.
And let me get back to the poker so we can see what's happening.
Yeah, let's take a look, find out what's going on with the poker. Let's see. In terms of chip leaders, right now, Players Boxer is in first. All right. So his winnings, 61.66 Tron. Second place, we have Vincent Dapp'n Dude, 57.70 Tron. Third place, we have CZ. Even though he was being interviewed, he still was able to do pretty well. He's got 3,116 Tron. Fourth place, Captain Planet, our auction winner, Davis Yu with Earth Protocol. And then fifth through ninth, we have Bitizen, the announcer, Lightning, Bluffing Ankles, and the Mustache. So pretty exciting. Now, for those of you guys who just entered and who want to find out a bit more about how this game is being played, it's No Limit Hold'em. It's the cash game rules. Blinds are 50 and 100 Tron. The max single buy-in is 5,000 Tron. Each player has a max of 50,000 Tron to use through the tournament. So that means they can buy in a number of times. And if we look at the flop right now, all spades, so potential flush draw for somebody. Let's see who bets this one. The duration of this event, yeah, Tommy Mustache bets 926, called by Boxer. Let's see if they have a flush. Who has the nut flush? A 10 on the river, 10 of clubs.
And I will do something very special. One of those people does have a flush. I can confirm that. I have a special access with a special Tron account for this event only.
Yeah,
but
so let's
we also have pocket kings. And it's going all in.
Man.
Oh my god. Oh man. Oh
Tommy
man.
Mustache was going for the nut flush. If another spade came off on the river, he would have ended up winning that. But Boxer won with the flush, the ace-high flush. So as I was saying, it's a 2-hour tournament, so we have another hour and a half left.
And
the game leaderboard is updated in real time, so we just showed you that. And it hasn't changed too much. Actually, Boxer's in first place now with 11,000 Tron. So he's doing pretty well. Now,
Actually,
should it be any
15,000.
surprise?
Wow.
Yeah. Should it be any surprise? I don't know. He was a professional gamer, playing professional gamer for a long time. Very, very good. Probably one of the best out there. And then afterwards, he became a PokerStars pro. So became a professional poker player. He might know how to play poker a little bit better than some of our other contestants. Now, the prizes for this tournament, there's first, second, and third place get prizes in Tron. First place is 1 million Tron. Second place is 300,000 Tron. Third place is 200,000 Tron.
And he is on a roll. He is on a roll. Did you guys see that? He's already up to 17,000 Tron.
Yeah, he's knocking everybody out. Well, I guess this is what happens when you get a pro in there. Wipe the table with everyone. But it's still early in the tournament. We still have an hour and a half left. So
now,
right
we
now,
do have Jared, who's going to join us in a few minutes on the video call.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, we can make some introductions again really quickly for those of you who just joined the live stream. That amazing dude above me is Crypto Love himself, a very well-known crypto YouTuber, and there you go. You can get his shirts go to his channel, and you can definitely get those amazing shirts and rock him about. Show all your friends you support Bitcoin with some crypto love. And myself, I'm Nicholas Live. Obviously, I'm not a big YouTuber like him, so I'm going to be the DJ making this event happen and streaming this on his behalf.
Where's the music, DJ? Right? And I gotta say, big thanks to the TRONbet team. They put this together. TRONbet is the #1 DApp out there. If you guys have not taken a look at DApp Review or DApp Radar, you could take a look. You could see TRONbet is the #1 DApp, outperforming pretty much all other dApps because they have what we're watching right now. This is live on TRONbet happening on the blockchain. Also, they have a bunch of other gambling games out there.
It's pretty interesting that Dapp'n dude is the guy on the top left in the table is the founder of Dapp Review. So we will get to speak to him a bit later, if I'm correct, around 10:30 Pacific. That's in an hour from now, right?
Mm-hmm. Do believe so. Yeah, so depending upon where you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the first annual Binance Charity Poker Cup, hosted by TRONbet. If you guys haven't checked out TRONbet, it's worthwhile going to check it out to play. I made a tutorial video on it the other day. It was quite fun to go ahead and play and try out playing. It's quite seamless compared with just anything else, and this is all happening on the blockchain.
And do keep in mind, guys, that there is exactly 30 minutes left if you would like to donate, be featured on the bottom right, and have a chance to win all those really expensive prizes. There's 30 Ledger Nanos, the standard bundle of the X and the S backup bundle. There's also 2 Xboxes, 2 PlayStations, 2 iPhones, a Samsung Galaxy S10, and am I forgetting anything? Oh, of course, a signed jersey by Spencer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you mention the 00 artist proof 18-karat gold ledger Litecoin Foundation Nano S?
I'm assuming everyone knows about that because it is the most expensive gift on there. I believe it's worth upwards of $15,000 if I'm correct.
Yep, that's what I heard. So that is a huge gift out there for somebody. Whoever wins that is going to be one lucky person.
To be honest, I'm thinking I would actually participate if I could right now. It's a really good chance to win that one, but my hands are tied.
Look at the latest
busy
donation.
DJing.
We got 1,000 Tron donation. Nice.
We got 1.5 BNB. There you go. We got some BNB going. You guys can also donate Litecoin or whatever is your preferred currency.
All right. So let's see. On this hand, we got a.
Looks like we have Jared, who's ready to join. Just give me one moment.
Wonderful. Yeah, we got Tommy Mustache in his hand. We got Boxer in his hand. We got Captain Planet in his hand, and CZ. We got Jared, 2 hearts and 2 clubs on the table.
you're live in about a second. I'm about to put up your video. Feel free to disable blur of the background. You can or cannot use it. I think the video will look better if you disable that. And you're officially live on the live stream. Welcome.
Hey, nice to be here.
Hey, what's going on, Jared? How you doing?
Not too much. Just getting creamed here. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're watching it, but I gotta imagine it's pretty hard playing against a professional poker player. The good news,
yes,
the good news is when you talk with me, your luck actually increases. As we saw with CZ in the beginning, he was doing a lot better when he was talking with me. So I think it might turn around.
As a matter of fact, you're right.
Yeah, you should
we
just
will
go.
give you some crypto love right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys just keep talking to me through the whole tournament.
Yeah, right? That's the way to do it. So, Jared, now you are behind Bitguild, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But first, let's find out a little bit more about you. So tell us about your background and how you got into crypto.
Sure. So my background is in trading of digital currencies. I was actually doing it 10 years before Bitcoin came into existence. But we are doing it in a little bit of a different scenario. We are doing it inside of video games. So I've been a gamer for as long as I can remember. Got my start early on with all the classics, Diablo, StarCraft, which is, you know, I know everybody here loves CZ and Justin Sun, but Slayer's Boxer was my idol when I was younger. Because I was a StarCraft player competitively, and Slayer's Boxer was the best StarCraft player in the world, hands down.
Yeah,
if anybody plays StarCraft, we watched his replays religiously. We tried to learn from his strategy, and then just realized some of us were not born to be that good at video games. But I played some of those games. I also played Ultima Online, EverQuest, Asheron's Call. So kind of like the first generation massively multiplayer online role-playing games in the West. And back in about 1999, when I was 13, I realized that for some crazy reason, people were actually willing to spend real money to buy those virtual gold coins inside of the game, which in, 20 years ago was a crazy thing to think about, that anyone would spend real money for a virtual coin. So starting around 13 years old, I would buy and sell and trade these game accounts or game coins, weapons, armor, items, anything you can think of. And I was able to make, a little bit of money as a teenager and buy myself a nice new computer, which is kind of what any 13 or 14-year-old's dream would be. Later on, after I graduated from college, I actually ended up in China. And so at this point, World of Warcraft was getting to be really, really big. So we started up an operation that was basically gold farming in World of Warcraft. We had, thousands of people that we were in contact with who were playing World of Warcraft 24 hours a day to farm the gold coins. We set up an online exchange where people in the United States and Europe could buy those coins. And it was a lot of fun. I very much see gold farming in video games as like the predecessor to cryptocurrency mining. I mean, if you think about it, you've got guys sitting there putting in proof of work by killing monsters for 12 hours at a time to get gold coins, which are then worth real money. So we started doing that way early, but we really did well with World of Warcraft. Now, of course, that was against Blizzard's terms of service, but we really didn't that.
Dude, that is awesome. You're the first gold farmer I've ever met. But I lost like 2 years of my life to World of Warcraft. So, yeah.
You'd be surprised how many gold farmers are in this industry, and many of them in very high places. Again, there's like, if you look at Bitcoin in 2008 through 2010, I mean, I can't imagine a finance guy understanding what the hell you were talking about if you're talking about Bitcoin. But to a gold farmer, it's like, yeah, we have a warehouse with 20 computers that are playing World of Warcraft. Now you just make those computers mine Bitcoin. It made perfect sense to us.
Wow.
So we actually did a documentary about it called Play Money. It's a film. I think you can get it on Amazon Prime right now. But it was filmed right about the time that Bitcoin was created, and it just kind of goes into the whole story of gold farming and the lives of several people. One of them, his name is Brock Pierce. So Brock Pierce is also a big guy in the industry. He's had his hand in several projects that everybody is very, very familiar with. So a lot of us ended up here.
So Jared is actually Satoshi Nakamoto. We never knew that.
Yeah.
I wish. No, I wish I was Satoshi. No, but a lot of people have actually hypothesized that Satoshi was somebody who worked in the game industry. Even if you look at, some of the earlier people who are probably not Satoshi but are involved, Hal Finney was a game developer. A lot of the early Bitcoin traders were working in the gaming industry. So I think there's a very close connection. After doing gold farming, we started, World of Warcraft kind of went down. People didn't really want to buy gold that much. And I later started a game publishing company called Reality Squared Games, or R2 Games, which dealt in the publishing and development of mobile games and PC games. Then got into crypto later on.
I'm sorry for interrupting. I was just looking at the poker, what's happening right now, and Spencer is not doing too good, to be honest. But we also have Captain Planet is holding the first. Oh, he's going all in. He's going all in.
Wow, look at this.
Oh man, I turned away from the screen.
I'm sorry, Spencer.
Quite a hand. Looks like Tommy Mustache won that hand. So Jared, tell us about Bitguild.
So Bitguild, we started off in early 2018. I've been investing in cryptocurrency and other cryptocurrency projects myself for a couple of years. But in the end of 2017, we saw CryptoKitties come out. And the whole concept of it just kind of blew me away. I had always been wanting to move into cryptocurrency full time, but I've always been a gamer and a product guy and, just trading and there's a lot of really terrible concepts out there in 2017 for cryptocurrency projects. But I saw CryptoKitties, and even though it was a super rudimentary game by traditional game development standards, the concept of a game being decentralized with a lot of the logic on the blockchain, the concept that virtual items are something that you actually can hold in your wallet. Again, because of my experience was with gold farming, we were getting banned our accounts by Blizzard all the time because they didn't like us trading gold for real money. It was, against their terms of service. So the concept of, playing a video game, getting an item or getting a gold piece, and that actually being a token in my cryptocurrency wallet that I could just very simply send to a friend, or, if I'm quitting the game, I could sell all of my stuff, or I could trade with other people. That was pretty interesting to me, especially because the way gaming evolved over the past 10 years, it's all free to play. You just keep opening loot boxes. You can't trade any items with anybody, which was what we loved doing in all those early games like World of Warcraft or even, Diablo early on. So that was fascinating. So we launched in early 2018. We launched a couple games on Ethereum. Obviously, that did not go very well. We realized that users were not big fans of 3 to 10 minute transaction times and spending $5 or $2 to buy something that costs 50 cents. So we kind of started moving on a little bit after that from the pure decentralized games to building more of what we feel is the needed at an infrastructural level for the Dapp community. So we went on to build Guild Chat. Guild Chat is an app that you can download in the App Store on iOS or on Google Play, and you can basically there's private chats, there's group chats similar to Telegram, but there's also a cryptocurrency wallet which you can use to send people cryptocurrency in a message, which is such an easier way to do it than typing in somebody's long public key and just dealing with all that crap. Internally, we felt that the biggest problem with crypto is a little bit too much for engineers by engineers. If you wanted to tell your mom or your dad to figure out how to give them a Bitcoin, it's which we view as a basic product thing. If you can't do that, then your product is not simple enough. So we've tried to make it easier to manage your cryptocurrencies, to send cryptocurrencies. We introduced coin drops, which is a Chinese concept. In Chinese, it's called hongbao, which is basically you just send a packet of money to a chat group, and then people, try and claim the coins, and you basically just get, free crypto that way. We also have Guild Wallet, which is a Tron wallet for Chrome. We've got a new version coming out this week. And we have Tron Trade, which is currently the largest decentralized exchange on the Tron network. So we've been working on building all types of, decentralized applications that we hope will make buying, selling, trading, holding crypto easier for everybody involved.
That sounds awesome. Now, I mean, you mentioned earlier a bit of your history. A couple of things that you didn't touch on were you were Forbes 30 under 30. You were in Jack Ma's Hupan University. So, I mean, these are a couple big things that you failed to touch on, but I get it. How do you think that stuff influences you and also the Bitguild project?
Forbes 30 under 30, I mean, I don't really think that had too much influence. I mean, that was just at our time, the company that I previously founded, R2 Games, was doing fairly well. We had grown from nothing. Like literally it was like a original group of us who had only done gold farming before. And then we started licensing and publishing games we took Chinese games and we published them in Western markets. But it was interesting because that's how I met Justin Sun. So Justin Sun and I were actually in Forbes China 30 under 30 in the same year. Hupan University with Jack Ma, that's obviously been a huge help to me just in my growth as a person, as an entrepreneur. I think any entrepreneur worth his salt will tell you that learning never ever stops. Like all of the most successful people I know are still reading, 2 or 3 books a week. They're still talking to as many strong people, around the world. They're going to classes, they're trying to learn things. So I mean, being in a class, of less than 40 students that are learning from the best of the best, Jack Ma and some of his buddy entrepreneurs has been really great. Met a lot of cool people, learned a lot of cool things. I actually just flew back from a class with Jack Ma yesterday. Wow. But it's been fun, and it's cool being the only foreigner in the class ever, which it's just one of those strange things about being an American who's lived in China for over a decade, is kind of being able to actually get in and not only learn about business and entrepreneurship, but global relations, the Sino-US relations, everything like that.
All right. Wow.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's pretty spectacular.
By the way, I haven't gotten a single good hand since we started this interview.
Don't blame that on me.
I thought I was supposed to be getting some luck from you guys.
You did in the very beginning, I think.
Randall, yeah. Maybe it'll work if you take off your shirt.
I don't want people to stop watching the stream. So for those of you who are watching, the donation does end in 15 minutes. The raffle donation. So your chance to win, Nicholas, you can show them some of these raffle prizes.
Let me just have a look at these hands.
All digital.
Okay. I thought it was going to be a good play.
In 15 minutes. So if you want,
I got to start raining some donations down.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and show some donations real quick.
Yeah. So in 15 minutes, the donations end for the raffle. Chances for limited edition 00 artist proof Litecoin Foundation 18 gold Ledger Nano S. That thing's huge, worth almost $15,000. We got a signed jersey by Spencer Dinwiddie. We got a Samsung Galaxy S10, iPhone XX Max 256 gigabytes, another iPhone. We got 2 PlayStation Pros. That means you can do like VR on there. I'm not even going to mention what you can do with VR. Do Xbox One S. We got a couple of those. So we got all that stuff going on. I did forget to say, thank you so much for joining us, Jared. It was a pleasure to talk to us. I hope you're enjoying playing with Boxer. I mean, that's got to be pretty cool being able to play poker with one of your heroes. That's got to be very
it's
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome playing with all these guys. I just I rained some donations down. Hopefully they show up in a minute. But yeah,
I see some 33,000 TRON, like right, and 10,000 TRON. Is that you?
No, we're not donating 10 or 33,000 TRON. We got to go a little bit bigger than that.
Awesome.
No, it's been a pleasure with everybody. I mean, I highly respect all of the players in this tournament. I respect everything that Justin has done with the TRON network. You know, we're so happy that we moved over. We've had nothing but great experiences since the start. I love everything that Binance and CZ has been doing. I mean, the way they handled this situation last month could have gone so many different ways, but I think it was handled in such a good manner. And I really love that they're doing everything with charity. So it's just an honor to be a part of it.
Definitely. So for all you guys who are interested in donating, all the proceeds go to Binance Charity to help children in Africa. There is a QR code in the upper right-hand corner for a TRON donation, or if you want to donate TRON, Litecoin, or BNB, you can go to binancecup.tronbet.io.
And speaking of the huge 18-karat gold Litecoin Foundation ledger, the Litecoin master, Charlie, will join us in a few minutes, about 3 minutes from now. So he'll be the next person we interview.
Jared, thank you so much for joining us. Anybody who's interested in Bitguild, how do they find out more information? How do they get started? What should they do?
I would recommend downloading the Guild Chat app. We've got some public groups in there. But we also have a Telegram channel. I can send you guys the link later. Join us in Telegram. Come and chat with us. Check out Tron Trade, Guild Wallet. That's it.
Great. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Best of luck with the hand.
Thanks.
Maybe you'll have more luck now that we're not talking. I don't know.
Thanks. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah,
Take care.
All right. So we got the man himself, Charlie Lee, coming up in a few minutes. Reminder, donations.
15 seconds from now, actually. Get ready.
15 seconds.
You're live. Actually, even faster. Charlie, feel free to unmute your mic and feel free to turn off background blur. I believe the image will be better. You are live on camera as we speak.
Charlie, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? Can you see me?
Perfectly.
Yeah, perfect. So, welcome. How's your poker game been so far?
Not so good. Well, actually, my game is awesome, but the cards aren't that good. So.
We'll have to talk with
blame the cards, sure.
Yeah, we'll talk with someone at TRONbet and see if they can do something about that.
Actually, what's that like admin login I can log in so that I can see everyone else's cards?
Yeah, right.
Only I have access to the private key, and that will not work with any other table, only on this table, and for the duration of this event. Speaking of that, let's see what's happening right now. We have, okay, somebody has a pair of kings.
All right.
And
wonderful.
Obviously he did not, he won.
So Charlie, a lot of talk recently about Litecoin with the halvening coming up. So what do you think about the future of Litecoin and this halvening? What do you think it's going to do?
You're talking about the price?
I don't know. I mean, you could talk about price. You could talk about whatever. Because I saw you tweeted the other day about how even miners will be able to continue mining because with getting energy under 5 cents, they should be able to do that. So what do you think the impact of this halving is going to have on Litecoin?
Well, the halvening is always kind of a shock to the system, right? So when the mining rewards get cut in half, some miners will not be profitable, and they will shut off their machine, right? So if like a big percentage of the network does that, then blocks will slow down for some time. For Litecoin, it's 3.5 days before the next change, so possibly like 7 days of like slower blocks. And then after that, the difficulty will readjust and everything will be fine. But it's definitely a shock to the system. So, and in terms of like the price, I mean, the halvening should be priced in because everyone knows about it like since the beginning, right? But the thing is, people kind of expect the price to go up. So a lot of people are buying in because they expect the price to go up, and that's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. So because they're buying in, the price actually does go up because of that. So I think we're seeing a bit of that today. It's hard to predict what happens because I've seen like Bitcoin halvening, I've seen the last Litecoin halvening. Things are not always, it doesn't follow a specific pattern.
Okay. Yeah, so this is Litecoin's second halvening where Bitcoin's already had 3.
Correct.
Do you think they follow the same trends?
Bitcoin has two.
Two and a third coming up in May. Yeah. Do you think they're going to follow the same type of pattern, or do you think they're different beasts?
I think they're pretty different, right? So it depends on the macroeconomics of crypto at the time, right? And I think the price will go up in the long term. Where like how it moves short term, it's anyone's guess.
Okay, gotcha. So last October, I met you at the Litecoin Summit. I'm not sure if you recognize me. I had a much bigger beard then, but anyways, it was an awesome conference. It was one of my favorite conferences I've ever been to. You're welcome. I found that it was just awesome. It felt like very community focused, and everybody was very friendly. You had great talks there, great vendors, and everything. So you have another Litecoin Summit coming up soon. What are your plans for this one?
Yeah, we have the next one is in Vegas in end of October. Yeah, it's lots of big stuff's happening. Like we invited quite a few non-crypto people, like people from different sports, to talk about crypto. So there's a lot of cool stuff happening.
Awesome. All right. So I think a lot of people noted how back in December or January you called the very height of the bubble. Or maybe you did not intentionally call it, but you said, guys, watch out because this is getting out of control. Don't be shocked if things tend to go downwards. I think this was one of your really great predictions where you said Litecoin could go back to $20, and I think it went to 22 at the bottom. So that was
wow.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive call. So since you called the top of the crypto bubble, are you going to do the same thing for the bottom?
Well, I think we bottomed out already. So at least I hope.
There you have it, everybody. We've already bottomed.
Yeah. So I mean, the call was just, I was just warning people because of all the kind of the FOMO and the hype that crypto is really risky, right? I've seen many bear markets or crashes that are 90% down, right? So at the time, Litecoin was 200, and I just said it can drop to $20, and don't be surprised if it does, right? And what happens is when the price does crash, it shakes off all the weak hands, right? Everyone who bought in at 200 or higher will sell like at 20, right? And they're losing 90% of their portfolio. So my point was that if you can't withstand a 90% drop, then don't buy in because it's too risky for you, right? And a lot of people actually bought in at high, but they didn't sell at 20, and now it's at 130, right? So it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, definitely a fun roller coaster. So how long have you been in crypto?
Since April of 2011.
Okay. And what got you interested in it?
I read an article about Silk Road, about how Silk Road was only accepting Bitcoin, and I immediately saw the potential of Bitcoin being like good, sound money, right? It's very similar to gold, but better because it's cheaper to send and cheaper to hold.
Yeah.
So
and it's like the ultimate. It's like the ultimate bug out money, because like if you need to leave your country, you can't really leave with gold, but if you remember your seed key, you can leave with Bitcoin, or you just hide a ledger somewhere.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, sorry to keep interrupting, but as a matter of fact, an 18-karat gold 00 artist proof Litecoin Foundation ledger, you could hide one of those somewhere.
Thanks to you, Charlie. Now, quick question: do you know the actual worth of that 18-karat gold one? Because I couldn't find the exact price.
It's hard to say because we sell the regular one for, I think, 15,000. Let me check the website, but somewhere around that. So this one is a special one. It's an artist proof. It's the first one we made to kind of to show that that we can actually do it, right? And it says artist proof 00 on it. So we made 50 total, numbered 01 to 50, and this one is the first one. So artist proofs normally go for more than regular ones because they're pretty special.
Wow.
All right. One more thing, just to pause you real fast. With the donations are ending in 3 minutes. Guys, if you are donating, donate not from an exchange. So donate from a wallet.
Actually, I do have to correct you. The reason we're cutting off donations right now is because we will do the raffle in an hour, and we want to make sure all the donations do confirm. So you have an hour for the donation to confirm, but you have to stop sending it in 3 minutes, please. Because the raffle will be an hour from now. Yes.
Okay. But also, if you do send, if you do donate money and you want to enter into the raffle, do not use an exchange. Do not send it from an exchange, from a wallet address. So we'll contact when you are a winner. But you have 2 more minutes. You guys can donate at binancecup.tronbet.io or use a QR code in the upper right-hand corner. So
I'll just show the donation page really quickly before we move on. Yeah. So this is where you do it. Please, you can go quickly to binancecup.tronbet.io, click make a donation, and you can select how you want to do it, Tron, Binance Coin, or Litecoin. It's your choice, and we have literally nothing left. 1 minute left, 2 minutes left.
All right. So back to the man of the moment, Charlie. So your brother is Bobby Lee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he predicts a $333,000 Bitcoin by 2021. Do you agree with that? Do you guys talk about this type of stuff?
I don't agree with that. I mean, I don't think it's good to try to predict prices because no one really knows. Right?
Okay.
So
what about a $333,000 Litecoin?
That's definitely going to happen.
All right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So
I just lost a huge hand.
Oh, really? Bummer. Bummer. What'd you have?
Trip aces.
Oh, man.
Oh.
And what'd you lose to?
Trip aces.
Oh, yeah. Crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So what's coming up for Litecoin other than the halvening and the summit? What are you guys working on?
So we're working on exploring adding privacy to Litecoin. So the current kind of idea is to look into Mimblewimble and add it as a extended block. So soft fork it and using extended block. We're working on that. Nothing to announce yet when that will come out, but slow and steady.
Okay, wonderful. And so, what's your strategy when playing poker?
Try to win.
That's always a good one.
What's my strategy?
Well, you're not doing too good at the moment.
Yeah. Well, the thing about poker is you have to be patient, right? You have to kind of not play every hand, right? So people have a tendency to play any decent hand because it gets boring if you don't, right? You just have to fold everything. So the strategy is to kind of, in the long run, is to just play when you have a good hand and try to maximize winnings when you actually have a hand, right? And pick your optimal time to bluff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. You're the second contestant today to mention patience, especially when you're playing with so many people.
Yeah, I mean, that's also why professional poker players online, they play 9 tables at a time, right? So that there's always some action going on. So you're not just waiting and doing nothing for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you actually use the TRONbet in the top right, you can select 4-table view and play multiple tables at the same time.
Yeah. You can only do 4 tables?
I think it's only 4. I don't know at the moment because it's being blocked by the QR code, so I can't see it.
Yeah. Hey, Nicholas, you have any questions for Charlie?
Oh, of course I do. Actually, hold up, I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, I'll throw it back to you.
Okay, right on. So,
Actually, I'm actually more curious to hear more about your day-to-day life and you know, how you organize your time, because most of us, you know, in crypto, work from home, and most of us that are watching actually, you know, have some sort of, you know, home-based office, or maybe they do some online jobs, so they already have a home office. So like, how do you organize your day-to-day life? Do you feel comfortable sharing more about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky enough to now be able to work from home the whole time, right? I don't have to go into the office. I don't have to report to anyone else. So that's very nice to kind of work on what I'm passionate about, and not have to worry about doing what other people want me to do. So it's nice. You wake up and you just come to my home office and start working. Yeah, I try to do whatever things come up, right? So whether it's like development work, or whether it's meeting, or just working on different projects. There's a lot of stuff going on, and just try to handle everything. It can become quite hectic, but we use like Slack to try to organize everything, so that's very useful.
Mm-hmm. And what did you do before Litecoin?
So I was at Coinbase for 4 years, from 2013 to 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I joined Coinbase when it was as like the 5th employee, or including the founders, right? The second engineer.
Mm-hmm.
So back then it was really tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. And did you ever think when you started Litecoin that it would turn into the coin that it is today?
Not at all, right? So when I started Litecoin, it was kind of just for fun, right? I was playing around with the Bitcoin code base, and there were quite a few other altcoins out there already. And I just kind of decided to do something and try to do it better than what's out there. So it was launched fairly quickly, like within a week or two, and didn't expect much of it, right? And I guess the surprising thing is when I launched Litecoin, Bitcoin's market cap was like $100 million. The whole market cap of Bitcoin was $100 million. And now Litecoin is like over 50 times Bitcoin's market cap back then, which is pretty crazy if you think about it that way.
Mm-hmm. So I guess you far surpassed any type of expectation you could have even had back then.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons why Litecoin was successful when others failed is because of how I launched it in a fair manner, like no pre-mine. I mined it the same as anyone else, right? And no ICO, no pre-mine, nothing. It's just pretty similar to Bitcoin. Even more interesting than Bitcoin, whereas Bitcoin, for the first year, there was only like 1 or 2 people mining it, right? It was Satoshi and maybe Hal Finney and someone else, possibly. Whereas Litecoin, when I launched it, I pre-announced it before I launched it, and people were I think there were over a few thousand people mining at launch time. And then it just grew from there.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever get to meet some of those early miners? Like when you have meetups or anything like that? You ever run into them?
People have came up to me and said they were there when Litecoin was launched. And I mean, it's pretty cool to actually be there. I mean, this is like 8 years ago. It was fun times.
That's awesome.
And I did remove the QR code off the live stream since, you should not be sending any more donations since the raffle will be in about an hour from now when we come close to ending the live stream. And obviously, in around 5 minutes from now, we will have Spencer, the amazing player from NBA, come join us on video as well. So feel free to stay with us for another 5 minutes, or as long as you feel comfortable, Charlie.
Sure. Yeah. Looks like Slayer has been losing quite a bit.
Well, let's see what's happening with their hands.
He was the chip leader for a while. Now it's Bitizen, Captain Planet, and then SAFU Master, CZ.
Yeah.
Wow, how about that?
Well,
okay,
there's a lot
looks
of
like Slayer might win this one, actually.
You're cheating.
Well, I can see the cards, so it's only 2 people left. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Oh. Yeah, I was saying like poker. There's a lot of luck, right? Over the long run, if you're really good at poker, you'll win in the end, right? But for any like game, it's anyone's game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to prepare for this, because I used to play poker years ago, back when I was in college. So this was like, I don't know, 16, 18 years ago. And I started reading a book on poker mathematics. You follow that stuff, Charlie? Some of
Not much. I mean, the basic stuff, yeah, but I go mostly by intuition.
Okay. Yeah, right on.
They say poker is a really easy game to play, but a very hard game to master.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
all good games should be. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's also like a lot of skill, but also some luck mixed in. It makes things more exciting. So, I mean, that's all good games are like that, right? It can't be all luck and it can't be all skill. If it's all skill, then the same person will win all the time, and it's just no fun.
Right.
Do you actually, one of the last questions I was just really curious to ask, do you use any blockchain platforms yourself right now, any games or dApps, like as a hobby, or do you see that they're not mature yet?
No, honestly, I don't use much of the dApps or the blockchain platforms. I think blockchain is really well suited for money because it's expensive, right? It's inefficient to have a blockchain. It's like an inefficient database. So the reason why you would need it is if you want something like censorship resistance or immutability. So the reason why you see like gambling kind of apps on blockchain succeeding right now is because those are the apps that actually need the censorship resistance and the kind of the immutability, right? So it can help predict or do like card games where it's provably
fair.
What do you call it? Provably fair, right?
Yeah.
And also it can't be shut down by governments, right? So whereas like right now, I think it's really hard for you to play poker online with fiat currency, right? So using crypto, it's possible. And I think games like poker there's no reason why those should be banned or illegal. I mean, it's game of skill and you're just playing, right? Mm-hmm. That's my opinion, but
yeah.
I do have to interrupt and share amazing information, which I just read myself, that we just received 4 donations of 150,000 TRON from Jared at Bitguild. So he, as he promised, he did make it rain.
That's awesome. Yeah. Big donations.
That is very nice. We do know it's going to a very good cause because of Binance charity. And I can't explain how amazing that is. That's very nice of him.
Yeah, definitely. Binance charity helping out children in Africa. Guys, so the donations for the raffle have been closed. If you guys still do want to donate, you can definitely go to Binance charity, binance.charity, or you can even make TRONbet donate for you, which is the best way because all you have to do is like or retweet their post pinned on Twitter. So go find TRONbet on Twitter, their pinned post, like it and retweet it. For every retweet, they donate 0.005 Litecoin. For every like, they donate 100 TRON. So go make them pay, boom, elbow mash it. Yeah. All right. So, Charlie, anything else you'd like to say to everybody out there?
I almost missed it. Good job.
Yeah, I bluffed that in and won.
Nice. Well done.
Probably my biggest winning hand.
That's awesome. That's half the game is bluffing, at least. So anything else you'd like to say to everybody while you're out there?
Well, I guess thanks everyone for donating. I think this is definitely a very good cause and something fun.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's definitely, it's awesome to have you here. I'm sure a whole bunch of people are really excited to be able to see you, to hear what you have to say. And best of luck in the rest of the tournament. And if it's working for you, keep bluffing.
Oh, and thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy day to join us here on this live stream. It is an honor having you. And we're going to have Spencer and TRONbet admin on the next interview in 30 seconds from now. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect you, Charlie, right now.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so the
Spencer, right now.
leaderboard right now. Leaderboard
Spencer,
right
you're
now.
live.
We got
What's up?
You're live, man.
Spencer. What's going on, man?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Oh, doing well. How about you?
Not too well. I don't think I've been playing that great right now.
Okay, well
You're at
I
the
guess,
bottom of the leaderboard, unfortunately, at the moment.
you know, but if somebody's been drinking too much or they're standing on your head, it looks like you're on top. Yeah. So I guess some people might say stick with your day job. Your day job is pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Best day job in the business, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you're a point guard for the Brooklyn Nets.
Yep. I've been with Brooklyn for 3 years, and yeah, I've actually been in the NBA for 5 years. But these past 3 years with Brooklyn have been the best of my career, and I've had a lot of fun.
That's awesome. And we were talking briefly just the other day, and you mentioned like that out of all the teams, Brooklyn is actually one of the teams that you would want to be on, the number one team you'd want to be on, right?
Yeah, no, I mean that's the reason I signed my extension. I want to be here, and the organization, the people that we go to work with every day, they're first class, and it's been a ton of fun.
Let me just really quickly introduce the man himself behind TRONbet, the TRONbet admin. You are live on audio as we speak.
Of course.
How's everyone doing?
Man.
Having a great time. Sam, how you doing?
I hope everyone's enjoying this event for Binance charity.
And I gotta say, this has been amazingly organized, and thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to join us on audio, because you are right now behind the scenes and organizing all these interviews. You got the most amazing roster of people for this amazing poker game. It is an honor hosting this with Crypto Love and being your guests here in this main event.
Thank you. I think we got amazing support from our participants, but I also like to thank our hosts as well. Both Crypto Love and Nicholas Live are doing a great job.
Oh, thanks so much. So I think you should probably start interviewing Spencer, because you said you wanted to make it difficult for him. So we might as well just make it difficult from the start.
I've been preparing this for the last month or two since we've been in the playoffs. So Spencer, do you remember the bet we had?
Yes, the charity bet. We just so the NBA doesn't get mad. It's a charity bet.
And what was the bet?
I did not think that the Raptors would win the championship.
And if the Raptors did win, what would you do?
I donate a Bitcoin to charity.
So I think we should all thank Spencer for donating a Bitcoin to Binance charity.
Woo! That is a huge donation. Thank you, man. Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you, Spencer.
No problem. All thanks to you, brother.
So tell us a little bit about what NBA players usually do during the off season.
The first couple weeks, and I know that's funny because I've been in off season.
Because your off season was a little earlier than the Toronto Raptors.
What's coming? I'm assuming the Toronto Raptors right now are on their way to a destination that is going to have a lot of fun involved, whether it be Vegas or somewhere else, I don't know. And they're going to celebrate the spoils of victory.
Very nice. Any predictions for next season?
That the Toronto Raptors do not win the finals again. I bet you. I'll do a standing charity bet of 1 Bitcoin right now. Whatever price it is, then we can bet it right now.
That is awesome. You all heard that. He may be in for another Bitcoin.
We've got a deal. As long as we're facing the Brooklyn Nets, I think we should be fine.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Hey.
Oh man. Just for all
But in more
listening out there.
serious talk, I love the NBA, so I kind of want to talk a little more about it. So for example, so like an injury like Kevin Durant just had, how bad or how much time do they need to recover from something like that?
I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's body is going to heal and react in whatever way it does. But I wouldn't be surprised if Katie just kind of sat out all of next season. An Achilles injury is really tough to come back from, and it's one of those things that, you know, when you do come back, you're going to still need to get in shape and kind of get the feel and all that stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if he just took the whole season off, considering the timing of the injury.
Will the Brooklyn Nets go after him during free agency?
That's a question that's above my pay grade. You know, you'd have to ask our GM. I don't know what free agents we're gonna get or not get right now, at least.
Gotcha. Let's talk a little bit about how you kind of got into crypto, because you're pretty, as an NBA player, I think you're pretty famous in the crypto or blockchain industry. How did you really start getting into crypto?
One of my friends in the finance industry back in 2014 actually told me about it. So that was the first time I heard about it, but I didn't start actually, you know, reading about it myself and learning more about it until 2017. So I was actually fortunate enough to do that prior to, you know, the big rise. So I was able to catch some of that. But, you know, in general, I heard about it in 2014 and then really started in like early to mid 2017.
Gotcha.
Spencer, if you wouldn't mind, would you mind pressing the button on the left side of the TRONbet to mute the hand shuffling audio?
On the left side.
Yeah.
Said, oh, there we go.
Thanks.
Yep,
Man.
I got you. Sorry about that.
All good.
No worries. So what tokens do you hold right now?
Ooh, quite a few. XRP.
You better get this one right.
XRP, ADA, Anti, TRX. Well, I hold actually TRX because of the dividends too. So I get airdropped that every day. Was it? It's at like 9 p.m. Pacific time, right? You guys airdrop the dividends from Anti token holders.
You got it.
Yeah, see? Big time. I love it. It's probably my favorite one, actually. And definitely hold BNB. Then some BTC. You know, I got a little bit of a couple others, but those are probably the main ones. I would say, yeah, ADA, XRP, BNB, Anti, and BTC.
Wait. You do not hold any Litecoin? And you're playing against him in this poker?
I thought he sold his Litecoin, didn't he?
Oh, you should have told him on the live stream.
Nah, I mean I have a little bit, but I was talking about like the main ones.
Oh, okay. We're just having some fun.
Very
here.
nice. No, you first.
So I do have to say that I just got these amazing figures, and I'm sorry for interrupting, but I have to say this, it is impressing me. We have raised over almost 2.4 million TRON, so that's 2,393,000 and something TRON, 10 Litecoin, and 116 BNB, and these figures are from donations and auction on BinanceCup.TRONbet.io and TRONbet Twitter. So that's a lot. Just from those. And we're not
thank
even
you for
done.
everyone for their donations, going to a good cause and helping children in Africa through Binance charity.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Spencer, how did you end up at a crypto poker event?
That starts with Tommy Mustache, the Mustache. He reached out to me over Twitter one time. We started talking, and then he connected me to Sam, and it's just kind of all evolved from there. So, you know, I actually feel really fortunate to even be at this table, you know, with legends. So, I mean, Justin Sun, obviously Charlie, and then you know you got the man CZ. Like he's he's the GOAT, or at least somebody that, you know, I would consider that in the crypto space. So
definitely. Yeah, do a lot of ballers talk about crypto?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that, you know, caught everybody's attention with the rise in 2017, and then obviously, you know, a lot of people are going to say, or a lot of people got scared based on the crypto winter, I guess. So most guys haven't taken the time to really like learn about it. But I'm a big fan of blockchain technology in general. So, you know, that's part of the reason I'm sitting here and, you know, took the time to kind of learn a little bit more about it.
That's awesome.
Well, it is also an honor having you at this table.
Thank you. I mean, I wish I was a little bit better at poker, but I appreciate being here.
At the end of the day, all this money is going to charity anyway, so, you know, who cares about the money? It's actually just fun being here and spectating.
Definitely.
Yeah, so what's it like to play in the NBA?
Oh, man, for me, it was a dream come true. Like, since I was 4 years old, there was nothing I ever really thought about doing other than playing in the NBA. So,
wow,
you know, as you can imagine, I mean, I'm sure there's lifelong dreams that everybody's had in whatever field that they have. So to be able to do that is it's everything, really.
Mm-hmm. How much work does it take to like get to the NBA? Is it something like you can play basketball a couple times a weekend and you're good?
Oh.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, nah, that's not how it works. I would say,
how much do you play? Like, how much did you practice in order to get to where you are?
You know, when I was a kid, I mean, probably a couple hours every day, but it's not as targeted as it is in the NBA. You know, like it was me going to the park and stuff like that. It was just, you know, loving the game and having fun and playing against my peers. You know, now in the NBA, it's a full-time job. You know, on normal days when I'm not in a charity poker event, you know, I'm working out from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then, you know, I'm trying to eat right, be as plant-based in my meals as I possibly can. You know, without killing myself, because I do love a good steak every now and then. But yeah, it's just everything. You constantly are trying to gain that edge and get better. And you know, and then later in the summer, I'll start doing 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then I'll also go back at night from probably, you know, 5 to 7 p.m. So it's you know, 5, 6, 7 hours a day worth of work, plus changing your diet and being focused and getting the proper sleep and all that stuff. So it's serious.
Oh, wow. Yeah, sounds like quite a commitment. So I've been asking this question to everybody. What's your strategy playing poker?
So here's the thing. This is literally like my 3rd time playing poker. So right now it's try not to lose too much. And I mean, I guess just sit out the hands that I know I'm going to lose, and then because it's a charity event, it's not really like my money. I just bet big on the hands that I think I have even a possibility of winning, and just have fun. So that's kind of the way I've approached this game. And obviously I've lost a lot, but I think if it was my money, I'd probably play a little different.
Yeah. Well, you're having fun. You're at a table with a lot of important people. CZ is the GOAT, like you mentioned.
Right.
I actually have to comment that during this live stream, Binance Coin did go down 5% and back up 5%, just like throughout this live stream. So that's quite interesting.
Yeah, CZ, what's going on? You got
a lot of trading happening for Binance Coin right now. And I also do got to mention that we will have, in around 5 minutes from now, Vincent from Dapp'n Review joining us on video for the next interview. But Spencer, no rush, just sit here and enjoy some more with us and with the TRONbet admin on audio.
Got you.
So were you a fan of the Nets before they played in Brooklyn, back when they were the Jersey Nets or anything like that? Or why is Brooklyn Nets your team?
Oh,
no one's a fan of the Nets.
Here you go. Here you go. See,
I was wondering where you went, Sam.
The real thing is nobody really cares about the Raptors. Like, it's just, you guys got lucky. Kawhi saved you guys, gave you a championship. It's cool, but it's about to be over. So
until today.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Like you guys, you have your 15 minutes, and then it's over. July 1st.
Sounds good. I'll let you continue your interview. We'll have this conversation afterwards.
Gotcha.
Now, Sam, this is what people watch the live streams for. I think it's important to have it in front of everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
You see his like poker just get banned, the account just get banned. That is not going to happen, obviously. It is a smart contract, and we cannot influence anything, except in this special game where I can show some cards sometimes if I feel like it. But, yeah, I'm glad you hold ante. That is the way to go. If you believe in TRONbet, definitely do hold some ante. You get a bunch of dividends. I don't hold any myself, and I'm not sure how much you have or if you have any crypto love, but I'm definitely considering it. Maybe once the hype goes down after this live stream, I'll see if I can get a good price.
Yeah, no, I mean, now you're scaring me because you're an admin and you're not holding it. I'm like, you know,
I'm actually not an admin. That's just my name. I just put it as my main name randomly. I'm not that smart and that privileged to be an admin like these amazing founders. I'm just a go do DJing the live stream.
Got you. Yeah, no, you should hold it. It's been great to me. Like I said, I get the dividend every afternoon, and you know, I've been a big fan so far.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you do in your spare time?
You know, spend time with my family and read about things that I'm interested in, and try to, you know, meet people that are better at those things than I am. So I mean, I guess that would be one of the reasons I'm sitting here.
Mm-hmm. Does being in the NBA give you an opportunity to meet a lot of influential people?
Oh, for sure. You know, I think there's a certain respect level that people have for, you know, people that are dedicated to their craft at the highest level. And so it's not, you know, exclusive to the NBA. You could be a professional athlete or an entertainer or whatever it is. But I think high-level people generally have a mutual respect for other high-level people. So it definitely helps.
Who was your favorite basketball player growing up?
Kobe Bryant. Not even close. Like, he was by far. Like, I grew up in LA, and I was born in '93. Started his career in '96. So basically, my whole childhood was Kobe.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. And have you gotten to meet him?
A long way to go.
You said what?
I said, have you gotten to meet him? And Sam said, you've got a long way to go.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Okay.
Oh man.
It's cool. Hey,
just for those of you guys listening,
the Raptors next year. Wait till we play the Raptors next year. You guys are in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You guys
for
are
you
in
guys
trouble.
listening, those comments are coming from
especially when Kawhi leaves. Like, you guys are in so much trouble.
Hey, Spencer, you know what? We don't have a lot of time left, but just right now, you said if Kawhi leaves, do you want to bet on that? And we'll donate it to Binance charity.
He's leaving. It's over. He's leaving.
So I'm betting that he's staying. Loser donates to Binance charity 1 BTC. Do we have that?
We got another one? Oh, man. Okay, that's cool. Let's do it.
Done deal.
Well, you guys heard it live. It just happened. Boom.
Yep. And I'm interested to find out how much a Bitcoin is worth when we find out the winner of it.
Oh, damn! Be careful what you wish for.
It'll be July 1st, and then that next Bitcoin, next June. Hey, if the value goes up, you're gonna be one hurt man.
You better buy it right now, just in case.
Oh, don't worry, like I got it right now, so I'm just gonna wait, and if I have to send it, I have to send it, but don't buy it then.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
awesome.
And I will have to introduce Vincent in 15 seconds, so I do just want to say my goodbyes and thank you for being here, Spencer. Even though like you're not the best poker player, which we have learned on this leaderboard, you are definitely trying, and I really respect that. You're doing your best, and you're making all these really, really fun bets. The audience is really much enjoying this because I'm very much enjoying this. We're all really happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. All right.
Okay.
So let's
and
take a
we'll have
look at the
Vincent
leaderboard.
with us in 30 seconds.
Vincent.
He's actually live right now on video. Feel free to unmute
wonderful.
your microphone.
Hey,
And
guys.
you can also turn off the background blur if you would like to have a more clear video. Feel free to do that as well.
I think I opened. Probably the signal.
There you go.
Because I use
Hey,
VPN.
Vincent, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you? How are you guys?
We're doing well. We're doing well. We're having fun interviewing, watching poker. How's your
Yeah.
poker game going?
Not too good, not too bad. Just
Yeah, it looks like you're right in the middle of the pack.
I'm just a little bit, above the water. So I'm
Number
trying
five
hard.
is number
trying
five is right smack in the middle, the golden middle, right?
I haven't played for a long time. I used to work in banking. So at that time I played poker a lot. But after I'm doing startup, I don't have time to play poker a lot. So, but recently I picked up poker because I want to win and then donate to Binance charity. So yeah, it's good.
Well, since we're talking about poker, what's your strategy when it comes to poker?
So my strategy is I will look at different players and to use different strategy. Like
Look at the live stream. Look at the cards.
I mean, no, it's like so. For example, Slayer is very aggressive. From the past, I saw the several we played, and then Tommy is more conservative. So I just watch they play and remember how they behave, and then use some different strategy to different people.
Okay, awesome.
and you just made a pretty big bet. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying. I have two screens, so I have to switch between one screen and another.
Well,
Yeah.
good. You're really good at multitasking. So, wow.
And generally, people have been pretty lucky while talking with us, so you might get some good hands.
Oh, that's great.
It's the
Wow.
crypto love effect.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
crypto love syndrome.
Yeah, I hope we can just keep talking to the end of the game.
Yeah, right? So tell us a bit about yourself, and then we'll get into Dapp review.
Sure. So basically, before enter the crypto party, I'm doing finance for a while. I worked in BlackRock in San Francisco for like 3 years, and then I remember it's like 2013 or 2012 when I was still in grad school. One of my friends from Google told me about Bitcoin, and at that time I never read white paper and I didn't know any technology behind Bitcoin. So I just treated Bitcoin as a asset, just like stock, because I trade stock at auctions every day. And so I just buy and sell and make a few bucks, and I'm really proud of that. And the first time I bought Bitcoin is like $200. And then I remember in 2014, when I went back to China, I sold all my Bitcoins in Coinbase at like probably around like $450. And I sold like 20-ish Bitcoins. And at that time, I feel like, oh, damn, I make like 100% returns. That's really good. But later I feel like, okay, I'm an idiot. And then I entered the crypto industry again 2 years ago in 2017, and then start that review early last year.
Congratulations! You just went all in and won with a 3-pair.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, one with the set.
And you're up to number 4 in the leaderboard. Man, good job. This video call is really helping you.
It's working. In case any professional poker players are watching and want me to come like hang out around them while they're playing, I definitely will do that because apparently I'm lucky. But all right, so Vincent, when did you get into Dapp review?
So it's early last year, like February. So at the end of 2017, so everyone are crazy about CryptoKitties, and then at that time I play a lot, and I retrieve all the data from the blockchain, all the kitties DNA IDs and all kind of stats and trying to find out, because my major is math, so I use some statistic models trying to find out how to breed those fancy cats. And then I successfully got to be, I breed like one of the few Christmas cats at that time, and I sold for several users, make some money, and I feel like it's really interesting. And early last year, there is lots of Ponzi game and casino games on Ethereum, and I feel like, okay, people, decentralized application could be something big in the next few years. So at that time, I started the dev review.
All right. So you mentioned CryptoKitties, and CryptoKitties got a lot of press when it happened because it basically like shut down the Ethereum blockchain.
Yeah.
Right now, I mean, we have some really dApps, like for instance, TRONbet is the #1 dApp out there. When do you think we're going to have another CryptoKitties type of dApp, like one that a lot of people hear about?
Yeah, I mean, so firstly, there are many categories of dApps like games, finance, social, exchange, etc. So for different categories, I think there are like different key metrics to evaluate the performance. So for CryptoKitties, it belongs to games, right? I mean, in this category, TRONbet is the top 1 dApp in terms of the transaction volume. But my benchmark is a little bit different. My benchmark for games is like how many non-crypto holders this dApp could bring to the crypto world. I still remember at the end of 2017, I shared some kitties pictures in the social media. Some of my friends who never own any token asked me how to buy a kitty. So I taught them like step by step to install MetaMask and then bought some tokens and then purchase the token, the kitty. So after that, to be honest, there is no any single crypto games is as influential as CryptoKitties to bring the new blood into this party. So I mean, for the next stage for CryptoKitties, I think should be fun. Firstly, and it should have more complex game design and interactive gameplays, not just collectibles like CryptoKitties. Because personally, I'm really a big game fan. I have like over like 2,000 games on Steam, and I literally own all the game consoles. I went to GDC every year in San Francisco. So I know, I mean, to be honest, there's no fun game in the crypto world. I mean, if you compare to the mobile game or PC game, right? So, but there are already lots of people are making these kind of games like Gods on Chain, New Districts, or Blancos by the Missile Games. So I really look forward to see more crypto games bigger than CryptoKitties at the end of this year or early next year. So this is for the game category. If we are talking about dApp in general, so I feel like there are already some dApps are bigger than CryptoKitties. If we use transaction volume as a benchmark, like IDEX, which is the largest DEX on Ethereum, over probably, I remember it's like $3 million US dollar trading volume every day. And in the finance area, there is already a really new buzzword like DeFi, short for decentralized finance. The top project is Maker. I guess most people know Maker. So which locked like over 400 million US dollar worth ethers, and they issue like over like 80 million crypto asset-backed stablecoin DAI. So yeah, and I also read a DeFi report published by Binance Research last weekend. So it's really one of the most comprehensive and insightful reports. So yeah, so in general, I would say for games, I really look forward to see more interesting games later this year and probably early next year.
Awesome.
And that is a huge spot. Wow.
Who just won what?
There's no flop yet. People are just putting a lot of money.
Holy cow. Yeah, look at this. The pot's 27,896 TRON.
Yeah.
Flop comes down 9, queen 5, 2 hearts on the table.
2 people
8
are
and
all
8.
in, and
Yeah.
CZ's out, and
Captain
wow.
Captain Planet just won it. He's up to 43,673.
Wow.
Definitely
he's
dude, that was a
holding
big
the
pot.
first place, like double the second place.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that was
Man.
a lucky hand.
Yeah, and he was the auction winner. He was the yeah. Nobody knew he was going to be here. How about it? So Vincent,
yeah.
How does someone use Dapp Review? How does someone get the most out of Dapp Review?
I think it depends on who are the users. So they could be Dapp players or some token fund investors and researchers. So for Dapp players, I think 2 things are more important: get to know the newest dApps and monitoring the performance of dApps. So our site has like visitors from 140 countries and regions every month. They want to know what are the latest dApps, any creative ones or any interesting ones. So we spend lots of time and effort to finding all those newest dApps and list them as quickly as possible. So to make our users to be the first one to know and play those new dApps. So now, like over 80% of our dApps are submitted by the developers themselves, and we collect the other like 20% from all kind of resources and channels. So we also have different kind of analytics. Users could use those analytics to track the performance of every dApp, like the data active users, the transaction volume, kind of thing. There's one more interesting feature we have is which most other platforms don't have, is the player data. So you can literally search your address on Dapp Review, no matter it's Ethereum, EOS, or TRON address. We will show you all the dApps you ever played and how many tokens you spend on each dApp. So it's kind of like a bill of your dApps you played. So one of my friends who play TRONbet a lot, so he told me that he has like 30K Anti. So Anti is the platform token for TRONbet. I think everyone knows that. So I did some quick math in my head. So I said to him, dude, you spend a lot of money in this game. So he was like, nope, not a lot. And then I asked him to search his address on our site. He was shocked. He was shocked. He literally spent like around like 30 million TRX in the game. So that's crazy. So this is about the players feature. For other features like token fund investors or researchers, we have an analytics page where it shows the big picture of the debt market. So there are multiple beautiful and informative charts showing the market trend over the time. A lot of fund researchers use our data in their internal report, and some media like CoinDesk or Cointelegraph, they quote our data in some of the articles. So I think there are more features and analytics we are providing. It really depends on the user's need, and they can use whatever they want. We are very happy. We are very open for people to use our data.
Awesome. So I'm just going to touch real briefly on what's going on with the poker recently. We have about 11 minutes left in the poker game, and while we were chatting, there were a couple hands where a lot of people went all in. The overall rankings have changed a lot recently. Captain Planet, our auction winner, Davis Yu of Earth Protocol, he's in the lead with 33,672 TRON. Bitizen is in second with 23,747. Vincent Dapp'n Dude is in third with 8,759. And then fourth through ninth is Boxer, Charlie Lee, Justin Sun, CZ, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Tommy Mustache in last. But wow, game is getting exciting. And I guess probably they have good reason for going all in because there's only about 10 minutes left.
And in about 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes from now, we will have Justin Sun join us, the legend from TRON himself.
Yeah, absolutely. That should be exciting. Hopefully we'll get a lot of questions answered. And I mean, personally, I'm impressed watching this poker game because all this is taking place on the Tron blockchain. Like, we're seeing it all happen on the blockchain. Thanks to TRONbet for having this awesome platform out there and for putting together this event, the first annual Binance Charity Poker Cup.
And the moment you all have been waiting for will happen in about 20 minutes from now, or like 10, 20 minutes. We will actually do the raffle on the live stream, and we will see who won all these amazing, very expensive gifts.
Yeah, let's tell them again some of the gifts in case they just tuned in. So we have, first off, the grand prize. No, we'll save that for last. We've got 2 Xbox One S all digital editions. We've got 2 Sony PlayStation 4 Pros, which you can do fun stuff with VR. We have 2 iPhones. One is the XS Max. The other is just XS. We have a Samsung Galaxy S10, a signed jersey by Spencer Dinwiddie, and the of all prizes worth at least $15,000, somewhere around there, is a limited edition 00 artist's print Litecoin Foundation 18-karat gold Ledger Nano S. Big prizes there. So we've got that all coming up. Vincent.
Yeah.
So anything else you'd like people to know while we have you there?
I do want to ask you, we have only a few minutes left with you, Vincent. I do want to ask you, like, which apps and dApps, I mean, which dApps that are listed on your website do you personally use? I'm just curious.
Okay. So you guys will be shocked. I literally use like 80% of dApps. We are dApp review. I need to personally play all the dApps, and then I can talk to other people. So basically, I tried all the dApps. As long as there is a new one, I need to try, and I need to figure out if there any creative mechanic in this dApp. Is there anything we can, find out, helpful to the ecosystem. So I have to say I played like 80% of the dApps. At least tried. So some dApps I just open the website and say, okay, it's just copycat some other previous dApps, and then I just quit. And for like dApps like TRONbet, I'm personally the first. I'm probably the first few users who play TRONbet. I played TRONbet back to the end of October last year.
Wow.
So at that time, I'm still in the stage 1. I won like 20K antes. They still generate some passive income every day now. So I'm really happy. But some other dApps, I invest some money, and then I just lost my shirt. So, I mean, yeah, I have to play all kinds of dApps and trying to understand the new things.
Would you like to give a shout out to any dApps, or would you like to remain objective on this stream?
Sorry.
Is there any dApps you personally like using a lot, and would you like to mention, or would you like to pass on that question? Well, other than TRONbet, obviously, which we're using right now, which is number 1. That's an assumption. But other than TRONbet, is there any you would like to mention?
I use DAX. I use lots of DAX because, like, no matter in TRON or EOS or Ethereum, I play lots of dApps. So I have other tokens. I have to sell, those tokens to change for the public chain coins. Like I use a TRON Trade TRX market. And on EOS, there is WillEX and the new DApps I'm using. Apart from that, there's no dApps I play I use or play frequently. So it depends. It depends on whether this dApp to survive for like a long time. Because most dApps they just dead in like 2 weeks. Like
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well.
Okay.
I gotta say, I'm impressed. You're being very objective, which is your job as somebody who's in charge of dApp reviews. So that's amazing to hear, and it's impressive that you were one of the first users in TRONbet. I mean, you're really taking your job seriously. That's amazing. Yeah,
because actually we are the first platform to integrate the TRON dApps data. So the first 2 dApps, one is TRONdice, the other one is TRONbet. So we start playing TRONbet from day 1. We integrate the data. So at that time, I talked to the admin. I think it's them. So at that time, I start playing, and we chat a lot. We also have we grab a beer like last month. So yeah, I mean, it probably. I mean, it's really lucky. I mean, the first two games, there's one that, you know, it's been like half a year. There's not a lot that ever like survived for half a year. Very few, I would say.
Yeah, I just want to touch briefly again on the poker game. There's less than 5 minutes left, and Bitizen has just taken the lead from Captain Planet.
No
Charlie
way.
Lee in third. Yeah. It's almost neck and neck. Bitizen has 34,932. Captain Planet has 33,522. And pretty far behind is Charlie Lee with 11,146. But still in the top three. That's exciting. Now, Captain Planet, Davis, when we talked with him earlier, he said if he does finish in the top three, he will be donating all of his winnings to Binance charity. First place here gets 1 million Tron. Second place gets 300,000 Tron. Third place gets 200,000 Tron. I'd be, I think it's likely that most of them will be donating to Binance charity. I mean, Jared from Bitguild already sent 4 donations of 150,000 Tron. So, yeah, I think he might be donating.
That's already half a mil right there. That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, but wow, it's getting.
Wait, was it 4?
exciting.
That's even more. It's more than half a mil. My bad. It's 0.6.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah, so just watching the end of the game, we got 3 minutes left. Vincent, I want to thank you very much for joining us on this stream.
Oh, Vincent, feel free to stay with us. We're just waiting for Justin's son, so just stay with us. We're going to wait for him, and feel free to talk about anything you want to say. You have a few minutes left.
Yeah, I'll focus on poker.
All right, yeah. You got 2 minutes and 57 seconds left, so you might want to make the most of it. All right, flop comes down 4-3-8. Everyone's checking around the board. Dapp'n dude bets 700 Tron. Ooh, Charlie Lee raises. You got to wonder what he's holding.
Okay, well, let's see.
Mustache and Slayer fold. Oh, everyone folds. They're all afraid of Charlie Lee. Woo. Dapp'n dude's still in there, considering. He calls. King comes down
Charlie
on the turn.
is gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, we got quite a rainbow flop and all different suits. Oh, you wonder if he's bluffing. Was he bluffing earlier? I think he might have been. I don't know.
Oh, so
Ooh.
Vincent,
Raises
as you're
5,000.
finishing up this hand. Oh no, Vincent, you actually had the winning hand. Charlie got you with a bluff again.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So I'm gonna say goodbye to you, man. That was a fun hand. That was probably my fault for totally taking your attention away from poker. So let you get back to poker, and we will have Justin's son in just a moment. Thank you once again for being here. It's an honor talking to you in person.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
All right. So poker, we got 1 minute 23 seconds left. Ooh, Charlie Lee raises. Oh no, excuse me. He calls 9,000. Big pot here is up to 27,000 Tron. Very big pot. First place right now is Bitizen. Second place, Dapp'n dude. Third place, Captain Planet. CZ calls. Tommy Mustache calls. The flop is 6-4-10.
We'll have Justin's son in just a moment. Thank you once again for being here. It's an honor talking to you in person.
I'll holla.
Oh, okay. He just there. You go. Let's go ahead and switch this real quick.
All right.
Justin, we have you. We are hearing a bit of feedback. Just make sure you mute the YouTube you're watching right now, and let me go ahead and bring you in right now.
Flush. Possible flush out there. 42,000.
Okay,
Wow.
Justin is right there.
Hi.
Hey, Justin, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
How's poker going for you?
I should have insist on the last round. I got like a 10, both 10 and 8 together.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So have you enjoyed playing in the first annual Binance Charity Poker Cup?
Yeah, sure, definitely. We need to have more actually in the future. But I mean, for the last few rounds, I don't got good lucky. I don't got like good cards, so I can all in.
Yeah. They
because
say half the poker
everybody is all in because it's like the last game, right?
Yeah,
We have two people all in right now as we speak. That's crazy.
Yeah, this should be the last hand.
Yeah, the last hand.
And it's a split pot. So
wow, Spencer's. There you go. It is over.
Wow,
yeah,
how about that?
It's over.
Wow, Spencer made a huge comeback. Look at that.
Yeah, he actually came in 4th place. First place is Bitizen, 2nd place Captain Planet, 3rd place Dapp'n dude. So we got Jared from Bitguild in 1st. We got Davis from Earth Protocol in 2nd. We got Vincent from Dapp Review in 3rd. Wow, those are some big wins. Big wins. But more importantly, right now we have Justin Sun live.
Well, Justin Sun, it is an honor having you. You are the legend. The legend of Tron, so thank you for taking your time to come join this poker game. And in a moment, in around 10-15 minutes, once we finish this quick call with you, we'll go ahead and do the raffle, the moment everyone has been waiting for. But Crypto Love, I'll throw it back to you.
Yeah, sure.
So, Justin, first off, I got to say I'm very impressed with all this has been running on the Tron blockchain. Great game, thanks to TRONbet. And you yourself have got to be one of the biggest master marketers I've ever seen in my life, aside from like maybe Frank Kern and some other people. But I mean, what you've done with Tron is pretty amazing. You have like a very huge and also very dedicated following. So what would you attribute to your success?
So basically, I think there is several secret recipe. First of all, I think for a crypto project, you should always focus on the community, because most of the people, for example, if they are like traditional entrepreneurs, when they first get into this space, they will thought the product maybe is the most important things, or the technology is the most important things. But for me, I think for the crypto project, the community is the top priority. Because like all the exchanges, all the project, basically most of the project is open source, so they based on the same code, same technology. But I mean the community operation is completely different, right? I get into this industry in 2012, so at that time not that much crypto, so lots of the crypto didn't exist after 7 years, right? But I think if you look back the history, the most important thing is still the community. For example, like Charlie Lee has been in our game today. I think one of the reason Litecoin survived in these 7 years, 6 years, is also because Litecoin has one of the most prosper community in the crypto space. So basically, I think always care about the community is the first thing, and then the second thing is really important. I think is you need to evolve yourself. I mean the project and yourself. You need to evolve, because we always there's always saying one day in crypto, 1 year in a traditional industry, right? So the crypto changed dramatically. So that's why you need to keep evolve to trying to basically I can give you example. Okay. So Charlie told me he said you can announce that I will be going. So thanks for Charlie being with us tonight.
Oh yeah, thanks very much, Charlie.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure having you.
Yeah,
woo! A legend.
I actually want to take this quick second to thank all the participants of this amazing poker game. Do you want to go over everybody, Crypto Love?
All right, yeah, let's just give a brief rundown. We had CZ, founder of Binance here. We had Charlie Lee, founder of Litecoin. Justin Sun, who we're speaking with right now, founder of TRON. Spencer Dinwiddie, point guard for the Brooklyn Nets. Lim-Yo-Hwan, esports champion, also known as Boxer. Jared Psigoda, founder of Bitguild. Vincent, founder of Dapp'n. Tommy Mustache, anti-community representative. And Davis Yu of Earth Protocol. Yeah.
Who is second place, to everyone's surprise. That was an amazing poker game. Lots of fun. It was actually not only amazing, but it was a very fun poker game. That was the most important.
Yeah, what was your favorite part of playing in that game, Justin?
You mean today's game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so basically, I think the most important for this time the game is we have lots of the old friends and also play with the community. So I think this is also raise lots of the awareness for the charity, Binance charity for sure. So that's definitely I mean I want this like Binance charity poker tournament to be like a even like a traditional events, like we can think about what's like the next time we're gonna hold these events for sure.
Yeah,
that would be great.
And speaking of like very important events, you got an important thing coming up yourself, Justin. That Warren Buffett lunch is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So we also just want to create all those festivals, right? So it's also a festival for the crypto space. It's more like a communication, or this is also like a bridge between the traditional crypto community and also institutional investor like Warren Buffett. So that's also some chance and the communication opportunities we want to create for the future. We will have like more people from the traditional space can talk to the crypto community. That's also some value I think I can contribute to this industry. I think we really need like a mass adoption. So that's why we need like talk more with those people outside of the crypto community, rather than just purely focus on the work we are doing.
Yeah, I mean, when the news came out about that, I think that was, I think that kind of sent shockwaves out around the crypto community, because for a while, Warren Buffett's been pretty negative about Bitcoin. He said some okay things about blockchain recently, but having an opportunity to sit down to have a lunch with him, and you get to bring 7 friends as well, yes?
Yeah, exactly.
So what's your plan for this lunch? What are you going to do?
Oh yeah, first of all, we just launched the lunch will be in San Francisco. So this is also I mean the first time we find a place except New York, right? Traditionally the lunch is held in New York. So this time we hold in San Francisco in July 25th. So basically I think this is also like a good sign. So like Warren Buffett is willing to learn more about technology, Silicon Valley, startup. So that's why I think this is a good sign. And also we will choose like a fancy restaurant in San Francisco, bring all the friends in the crypto industry, talk with him. Lots of the people think we may like try to educate Warren Buffett about the cryptocurrency. But for myself, I see this is an opportunity of communication, just like learn wisdom from the traditional investor and also update him with like our progress, right? So one of the things I want to talk to Warren Buffett is because most of the impression Warren Buffett get from the crypto is just about Bitcoin. It's invented in 2009, but right now it's 10 years has been passed, right? There is lots of the dApps and lots of other applications has been running on the blockchain for so long. So that's something I also want to keep him updated. There's a lot of the amazing progress like happening in our industry.
Yeah. You mentioned dApps, and I mean, if someone takes a look on one of the dApp websites like dApp Review or dApp Radar, it shows that Tron dApp volume has skyrocketed compared with EOS and Ethereum. So why do you think this is?
Yeah, sure. First of all, I think, as I said before, serve the community and serve the developer is our first priority. So compared to the Ethereum, I think the best part for the Tron is still our TPS is much higher than Ethereum. So lots of the apps, if you can't do well in the Ethereum platform, you can do on Tron. And also compared to EOS, the best part is we are Solidity competitive. So we compatible to all the Ethereum dApps. So it's very easy for the Ethereum developers to migrate their dApps to Tron. So that's something we position ourselves in this industry. It's always like serve the developers and the community.
Yeah, that's a great philosophy, and I can definitely see the effects of it just from, I mean, getting to know the TRONbet people working together with this event, just getting to meet a lot of people in the Tron community. They're very passionate. They love everything about Tron. So what have you got coming up? Yeah, what have you got coming up for Tron?
Oh, first of all, we got like the Sun Network is coming out. So basically, Sun Network.
Where'd you come up with that name?
So basically, the Sun Network is the sidechain of the Tron network. So basically, it will increase the scalability of the Tron network to at least 100 times. So in the future, it's even easier for the dApp developers to build their dApp on Tron. So and cost like less energy and less like a TRX to build the dApp. So this is the first thing. And the second thing I think is extremely important is still the BitTorrent speed and the BTFS. So so which will bring both Tron and the BitTorrent to the mass adoption. So lots of the people will start to using the Tron blockchain to exchange their data, exchange the bandwidth and the storage. This is also really huge because we are talking about 100 million active users here.
Wow.
So this will be introduced at the end of this month. So that's why I think it's also pretty amazing.
And what's the benefit of a tokenized BitTorrent?
Oh, sure. So basically, everybody use BitTorrent. So one of the problem of the BitTorrent is once you finish downloading, you can't get like any reward for uploading. So that's why a lot of the people stop their BitTorrent application or uTorrent application after they finish the downloading, right? They just don't want to give like a free bandwidth to the community, give it to the ecosystem. So that's why we introducing the token into the ecosystem, just trying to make everybody aware, like as long as you keep your computer open and still uploading the files into the ecosystem, you can have chance to win the BTT. So like this is just like the incentive plan for everybody contribute to the ecosystem. So we are expecting once we introduce this concept into the ecosystem, there will be more people uploading, and definitely it's gonna benefit everyone, right? The downloading speed gonna be faster, and then everybody contribute to the ecosystem. They will get rewards.
Wonderful, yeah.
I'm just curious, so being such a legend in crypto, yourself, Justin Sun, what's your day-to-day life like?
Yeah, sure. So basically most of the time I get up like 9 or 10. So I start to work to around like 2 or 3 p.m. So I work like for 6 hours. So basically, this is just for meetings, for the development works, and also for for lots of the replied emails, reply everybody's message, and then I will take 1 or 2 hours off. Basically, sometimes play the DFs, sometimes just go to the gym, and then after have dinner, and then I start to work at 6 p.m. to from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. at night. So another 6 hours, because that's how I can cover 2 different time zones, you know. Yeah. I cover like the China, the Asia time zone, and the same time the time zone in the PST as well. So basically I work like so basically for me I can work like 2 days a day, right? Divided into 6 hours. Yeah.
So that's how you've been accomplishing so much in such a short time. You work 2 days per day. Aha. Yeah. Got it.
That's also some why some people say like Justin never sleep, because they see me always online, because my time zone is covered like a different time zone, right? My hours is covered different time zone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and once again, I do want to remind people that just in a few minutes, so we will go ahead and do the raffle draw, but you know, we don't want to rush and kick Justin's son off the video just yet. And also, thank you so much for taking the time out of your very busy double-day work day to join us here on this poker game and on video call.
Does this count as work or fun?
Yeah, I think this is like a work and fun for sure.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome.
Well, is there anything you would like to let everybody know as closing thoughts? Because we, you know, shortly we will go and do the raffle draw, and after that we will go ahead and close off this live stream. What would you like to tell people, you know, as some closing thoughts about TRON, about TRONbet, about crypto in general?
Yeah. First of all, I want to like give thanks to the TRONbet team. Actually, I also like a Vincent from the DF review. I know TRONbet at the beginning when the TRONbet is just like a really, I mean, just like a small game just for the roll the dice. And right now TRONbet has grown to like this huge, right? And also they develop like a poker, and I know they have lots of the exciting development in the future. So it's basically we can see like TRONbet. So last time I go to the Las Vegas, I see most of like the TRONbet game even like better than the Las Vegas. So definitely, I mean, that's I feel like the TRON is like full of miracles. So because TRONbet team is just like 6 months years old. So it's hard to imagine what they're gonna accomplish maybe in 1 year, in 2 years. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more development of the TRONbet team for sure. And also, I just want to give thanks to everybody participate in today's tournament, and also the people donate to the Binance Charity Foundation. For me, I have donated $3 million to the Binance Charity Foundation when they first founded, and then like half a years has passed, and they has help lots of the people, children in the Uganda, and they help the children in the Malta, and then they also expand lots of the charity program all around the globe. So basically, I think that's also really amazing. I just want to give a shout out to the Binance Charity Foundation as well.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us today, Justin, and thanks for playing poker. It's been a pleasure to have you, and I know a lot of people have been excited to see you here, to watch you play poker, and to hear what you had to say.
Yeah.
It's been an honor meeting you on this video, and it's been so much fun having all you viewers, you know, join us on this very amazing live stream. And now it's gonna be the moment everybody has been waiting for. So Justin, thanks again for joining this video call, and let's go ahead and switch over to the raffle.
All right, to begin with, let's go with the winners of the tournament.
Now,
So-
if you would just give me 30 seconds to set up the raffle page real quick.
All right, I'll talk about the winners of the tournament while you get that set up. In first place, we had Bitizen. So we had Jared from Bitguild coming in first place with 34,282 Tron. In second place, we had our auction winner, Davis Yu of Earth Protocol, aka Captain Planet, with 29,030 Tron. And in third place, we had Dapp'n Dude Vincent from Dapp Review winning with 25,268 Tron. Now, guess what? That's not all the Tron they won. Actually, first prize got 1,000,000 Tron. Second prize got 300,000 Tron. Third prize got 200,000 Tron. I know that Davis from Earth Protocol already said he's giving it to Binance charity. I'm very confident that that Jared from Bitguild most likely will, as he donated.
And he also donated 0.6 million Tron just recently, an hour ago, as well, before he even won all this money. So I'm sure this will also go to Binance charity as well. So, I mean, this has all been for charity. So, you know, these people only want the best for the charity.
Yep. Now let's talk about this this raffle draw that we have. The raffle draw is done through smart contracts. You can see the smart contract
right here
on the page. It is generated randomly with the Tron blockchain. So we're going to have a bunch of things.
Please invite. I'm sorry for interrupting.
You had to donate. Yeah.
But if you can please invite TRONbet admin himself to join us, you know, on audio as we finish this raffle.
Yeah, can we get Sam here? Is that too much to ask?
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and explain what's going to happen. So I have special access to this website. This is connected to the smart contract, and using my very special Tron account with my Tron link Google Chrome extension, I will press this draw button, and we will see who will get the first Xbox S All Digital Edition out of the two available. Are you guys ready?
Wow,
let's go.
I think everybody's ready. Let's go. We need some sound effects for this one.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so the first three numbers are irrelevant. They're always going to be, 100. But these are the numbers we're looking for. So we have 4,000. The ticket number is 4,475. And if you are the lucky winner, yep.
Mm-hmm. If please you have that winning ticket, please contact TRONbethelp@gmail.com with your winning ticket. And you get an Xbox One S All Digital Edition.
Let's go ahead and do the second draw for the second Xbox One S All Digital. So the winning ticket is going to be 3,293. That's 3293 for the second Xbox. Congratulations.
Oh, and Nicholas, do you have how much we raised in total for charity?
Yes, I will mention that in a second. Let's just finish this draw because that's what everyone's waiting for. And we now have the Sony PlayStation 4 Pro, which supports 4K and virtual
VR.
reality. Yep.
I'm told you can do some fun stuff with that VR.
We actually had over 10,000 tickets. We have a ticket number 10,732.
Congratulations. And Nicholas, do you have how much we raised in total for charity? Yes.
Somebody is joining me here on audio. I'm not sure who I'm talking to for a second. Hold up.
Is Tommy Mustache here?
Oh.
What's up, Tommy?
Hey, Tommy. Welcome to the call. You're officially on audio only. Yes, I can mention that in a second, but let me just finish the next. So we got PlayStation 4 number 2. We're drawing for it right now. And thank you for representing the TRONbet community here for us. I hope you had fun on the poker game. It was a very high stakes one.
No, definitely. And you guys know who to sit next to when you guys play next time.
So we got ticket number 297, one of the first tickets that got the second PlayStation 4 Pro. Let's go for the iPhone XS, the one with the 256 gigabytes of storage, the more expensive version, obviously.
And guys, if you do win, contact TRONbethelp@gmail.com if you have the winning ticket. That way you will be able to receive your prize. Over $30,000 in prizes we're giving away today, with the grand prize worth almost $15,000, the limited edition Litecoin Foundation 18 karat gold Ledger Nano S.
Which will be the last one we draw for. So we got a winning ticket for the first iPhone was 9,159. The next one, let's see who it is. And these are the people who won so far. You can see below. Right here.
Well, I gotta say, it's been a lot of fun doing this poker tournament today. I sure hope they do continue this, have a second annual, a third annual, because this was a lot of fun.
And if you're lucky enough, you and me will be able to host it again. I had a lot of fun. Now we had a win ticket of 3,865 for the second iPhone XS, which is the max version, and the 256 gigabytes of storage. So it's a nice, hefty, expensive phone to have if you're the lucky winner. Let's get the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Let's see who won that one. Ooh, so many gifts here. Yes, now the winners of the raffle will be listed. Additionally, the winners of the 30 Ledger Nano bundle packs will be listed only on Twitter. We will not draw all those 30 right now because those are the smaller gifts. So we got the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus winner is 6,656. Lots of sixes in that one.
Right.
Let's go ahead and get the special signed jersey by Spencer, our favorite NBA player.
Yep. And once we're done drawing, we'll show you the winners of all of these. In addition, they'll be listed on BinancesCup.TRONbet.io and on Twitter.
Yep. It's 643 for the amazing jersey. Now it's time for the final, the grand prize.
Ooh, the big one. The big one.
You guys ready for it? I'm pressing draw.
This is for the limited
right
edition 00 artist print Litecoin Foundation 18 karat gold Ledger Nano S. That is a mouthful.
Starting now. Ooh, let's see who it is. Are you guys ready to see if you are the winner?
Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody.
Everyone's checking the tickets right now. It is less than 10,000. It is 3,380. You are the grand winner. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Woo, that is a big win. Congratulations.
That is the ultimate prize. The most cherished prize. Like I would hold on to that one. It is a special edition. Like a normal edition is worth like upwards of $15,000. This is a special edition.
That's like perfect because it's 18 karat gold. Then you can have real gold and digital gold all in your pocket. How about that?
It's gonna be a heavy one to carry around though.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I think it's time to thank everyone for taking part in the event and to talk about the total amounts donated. So let's go ahead and cover that really quickly. So if you go back again to the amounts, these figures come from donations and the auction on the BinancesCup.TRONbet.io and the TRONbet Twitter. So we have at least around 2.4 million Tron, at least 10 Litecoin, and 116 BNB raised for this Binance charity going to the children in Africa. So it's just a lot of people being very generous and donating a lot of money to a really good cause.
Mm-hmm. And that is wonderful. And just want to take another moment to thank everybody for participating in this event. I mean, it was not a small thing to put together. So This was the first annual Binance Charity Poker Cup. So thanks to Binance Charity. Also thanks to TRONbet for hosting this whole thing because they put it all together. Also specifically thanks to CZ, Charlie Lee, Justin Sun, Spencer Dinwiddie, Lim-Yo-Hwan, Jared Psigoda, Vincent, Tommy Mustache, Davis Yu, Nicholas Live, me, Sam, Ben, Ivan, everybody at TRONbet. Guys, it's been a pleasure. It's been a lot of fun.
And once again...
Thank you all.
Oh, thank you, TRONbet admin. You're officially on audio. Thank you one more time. And this was an amazing app. That was one of the most cleanest apps I've seen. Well, it is the cleanest app I've seen in dApps in history of all the dApps I've seen so far. I've played lots of them. It's such a smooth, it's always connected to the blockchain. That raffle was on the blockchain as well in the smart contract. So you know it is provably fair. And to close it off, thank you so much, Crypto Love, for being my, the host of this event. It's always fun talking to you. Make sure you do so, guys. Subscribe if you aren't already to youtube.com/CryptoLove. He is a very good, well-known crypto YouTuber. Makes almost daily videos which cover lots of news and are always fun to watch, just like this live stream. And I'm Nicholas Live from youtube.com/NicholasLive. Not as big, not as well known as Crypto Love, and more of a hobby for me, but I'm here. Same as, I think you and me, Crypto Love, were both, we know each other and are both in crypto for about 2.5 years now, full time, right? And we knew each other way before crypto, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we pretty much try to give you guys the best stuff in crypto on YouTube. Thank you again for joining. Thank you again, the TRONbet admin. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. TRONbet for life. Guys, use it if you haven't.
Everybody give TRONbet a try.
TRONbet forever.
It'll blow your mind. Next time somebody says that blockchain thing doesn't work, just smack them upside the head and say, go try TRONbet.
Oh.
Bye, guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Good night. Good night.